Creeping out of my phone.
Is this my guy?
I think we might be losing it all. We're losing it all. We're losing it all. These Kentucky boys going to bar. You got Keefe, you got Jay, you got Grim.
Is this mic on?
You got Keefe, you got Jay, you got Grim.
Is this mic on?
What up? What up? What up? What up? We're back. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all see the hat. It's time to handle business. It is time to handle business.
Oh man, my headset's messed up.
What up? We kicking off early. I see Beyond the Harmony said time, you know what kind of time we on, brother. You know what kind of time we on. Tay said, what up, fellas? Everyone in the chat. Riz, what's happening? So let's kick this off, dog, because I ain't even playing with y'all. I spent all this time battling Chat GPT about this thing, and it made some pretty cool graphs, man. But let's get into it. What's up, man? Listen, let me start off by saying, first off, I'm gonna just kick it off as far as me go. You listen, I am a bone Thug and Harmony fan. All 5 of them, period. Lay is my favorite out of all of them. Don't get it confused. I do know there is a thing where Bizzy and Krayzie are supposed to be the best, most talented ones, man. Tay says, big wish, time to shine, for show. Listen, and so I do understand this. Let me just be on the record for saying, for myself, if Layzie dropped one more album like he just dropped, I'm putting him in the conversation. And matter of fact, I'm gonna say he's the best one. Period. He don't go from my favorite. He goes to the best Bone Thug and Harmony. Let him drop one more album. Yeah, I'm gonna talk my shit. Yeah. So yeah. Tay, you see the hat? That means I'm not fucking around. So listen, man. We gonna stop with the wishbone slander. For sure. We gonna stop with the wishbone slander. What up? How you doing, young lady? How you doing? Low key says, yo. Tay said he fucking with the hat, Brody. Yo. Riz says busy gang. That's what's up. Let me show y'all this graph I've been fighting with Chat GPT on, man. Like, bro, Chat be working my nerves sometime, man. But it's the best thing since sliced bread, man. Let's get to it. Can y'all hear me? Am I straight?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
So, moving to this graph. I don't know if y'all can see that, man. Can y'all see that graph? Oh yeah, you on a cell phone. Look, I gotta duck the logo. You dig?
Right.
So
what's the graph?
So this graph for me, I had to break out the graph for y'all. It got the introduction. Me personally, on the introduction, I like Krayzie Bone's best verse the best, which he's first. I got Layzie Bone second because he's the second best one, and I got Bizzy third on the intro. You dig?
Yeah.
You dig?
I agree.
Do I have any disagreements with that, bro?
No, I agree. I think that was right on point. I think that's right on point. That was right on point. Krayzie, Layzie, then Bizzy. I would have said the same thing.
On paper, I ain't gonna lie, I like Layzies on paper.
I got Krayzie on that. I got Krayzie on introduction.
I say Krayzie on that one.
Okay, y'all got Krayzie. East 99 Eternal. East 99. I got Wish, number one, Layzie, Flesh, Bizzy, Krayzie. I know Groom's gonna have a problem with that one.
I just say Bizzy. I just said Bizzy. I think Bizzy had the tightest verse on that song.
Okay. I thought it was Wish.
Yeah, I got Wish and Layzie. Yeah, I got Bizzy. I got Flesh last.
Let's go Cope. Let's go Cope.
Yeah.
No, I love Flesh's verse. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and let's not get it confused. Let's not get this confused. These brothers were 22. The oldest was 22, and that was Flesh. When they dropped this. At 22, what kind of songs were you making? That's the question. What kind of songs were you making? Let me see if I can take this back. What kind of songs were you making at 22, man? Rick, what up?
Rick.
What up? What is it? Just Meme says Bizzy for sure. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. But I got Wish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Eternal, the third song. I got Layzie.
Yeah, I got Layzie and Wish.
You got Layzie, Wish. I got Layzie, Bizzy, Wished, and Krayzie. Hey, because Layzie, when he kicks it in Grim, what do you think about Eternal?
Straight up, that nigga returned from the clip. That was dope. It was dope.
Yeah. Okay.
But again, whoa. Again, Bizzy had the best verse on that too. Talking about Eternal coming in front of me, how to push now, pal, finna me by the underground, put them in the
Bizzy's verse was tight. Listen, all the verses was tight, but I think Layzie kicked that motherfucker in, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Layzie kicked. Listen, there's a reason why Layzie usually goes first. Because
you gotta kick it in. When you're a Bone, you gotta kick it in. You're Bone, you gotta kick it in.
If you're a Bone fan and you notice, usually the first verse and the last verse are the best two verses on their songs, and we know this to be true. We know Grim's in love with Bizzy. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's all good though. A lot of people are. A lot of people are, bro. But in Bone, it's usually the best two verses go first. You know. Loki says, Coke J. Grim Keefe is a grown man, but I'm still holding on. Y'all responsible for any tomfoolery from Keefe today.
I'm gonna hold him accountable.
Hold on.
I got you.
I think we good.
We got him.
Just Meme says, I think Grim might be right on this one. But understand, listen, I'm believing Just Memes is just what is it? Memes?
Just memes.
I'm believing this is a woman. Understand this. I'm believing this is a woman. So this does not surprise me with the Bizzy Bone antics, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
I like Wish the best on East 99. Man, come on, Hit King. Let's go, Hit King. Rick says, Keith, you're not about to put Cray last on all these songs. Pull up, bro. Pull up. Nah, listen. I'm not gonna say it failed what it fared well for Krayzie, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. So I was wondering where that was coming from, bro. I was still on the phone. Rick said, you dressed like Cray today. For sure. For sure, hey, I had to let you know I wasn't playing, bro. I wasn't playing today. Nah, man. We're gonna stop with the Wishbone slander. We about to give Wishbone, we about to go give Wish his props, bro.
Give Wish his props. That's what we're doing today. Giving Wish his flowers.
For sure.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get into it, man, because we started talking about random songs with Bone. Let's talk about the Wish verses.
Well, okay. I mean, what you want to talk about, bro? We can go back to the chart. I'll bring the chart up.
Are we talking about the best Wish? Are we talking about the best Wish verse on East 99, or who had the best verses? Or are we just talking about strictly Wish verses?
Listen. We talking about Wish had the best. Like when you rank all the verses, let's go to the graph once again. So
the whole argument is saying that Wish had the best verses on East 99.
Overall,
Did
he hold it down overall?
Each snarf, meaning bullshit. It's crazy, bro. Bizzy had some dope verses, and I said Krayzie carried the album, dog. And I'm not even speaking on the hooks. Listen, he carried the album, bro. I mean, listen. Hold on. Listen to me. I just listened to an interview this morning, holding court. I sent y'all a piece of it in the chat. I don't know if y'all seen it, but Krayzie Bone spills the tea on the whole spill. Now, he says, and this is the only reason I'm saying this, Keith, and I know you said earlier we were not ranking hooks, but this is what Krayzie Bone said. Krayzie Bone said that he was constantly in the studio. He said Unique would call him. He would be the first one to go to the studio to hear the beats. He said before Bone even got to the studio, Krayzie would hear all the beats and write hooks to the beats. So therefore, when Bone got to the studio, all they had to do was write to the things. You see what I'm saying? So all those songs were, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, listen, that's what makes Krayzie Bone the best. But we're not talking about. We talking about the best verses.
I think he had the best verses.
I disagree with you, bro.
Nah, I disagree.
God damn it! I can't. You know,
This is a wish day. You trying to make it a Craig day. This is about Wish. All Wish's verses on that album.
They were, but I don't think they were the best. That's the argument. They're all dope, bro. I didn't say he had whack verses, but I don't think he had the best overall.
I'm not saying they were the best, but overall, I can't sit here and say that dude had any faulty verses. When his verses came on, I knew automatically, you know, certain songs in his verses, I wasn't quoting in certain songs of the other verses. You know, especially that man, F that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody yelled that. We straight from Cleveland, pat, you be bleeding. I can't remember. Everybody used to sing that. We straight from Cleveland, pat, you be bleeding.
Listen. We are going to try not to get into an argument. Okay, let's try not to, because this
who is arguing.
No, I'm just saying, because I know me and Grim can get heated over this. I know for a fact.
We got a contender.
Cecil. What up, Cecil?
Cecil.
Mirror on the wall. Who has the greatest verses of them all? Well, if it's Eternal we talking about, then it's Bizzy Bone, no fucking doubt.
What?
Come the fuck on, you guys. Why are you even wasting your time having this fucking podcast right now?
What the hell?
Because it's Wishbone.
Somebody slipped Cecil some bad drugs. I can't believe
this episode should just be called Bizzy Bone is the greatest fucking rapper of all time, bro.
No, hell no.
Not on that East 99 album.
This should just be called Bizzy Bone's first, and it doesn't matter who's second, which would be Krayzie Bone, by the way. But Bizzy Bone is first.
I want to say something else. Bizzy Bone, I don't even think Wish, you got to remember, Cecil, the episode is supposed to be quote unquote about Wish, but I think Bizzy Bone had way more doper verses than Wish on there. Wish had some doper verses,
I totally disagree.
I totally disagree.
I think Krayzie, me personally, after what I just heard earlier, Krayzie Bone pretty much structured the whole album, dog.
But we'll see. I disagree with him. I heard that's what made me call in was you saying that, because I heard you say he said it on Holding Court, and I'm surprised he's talking about Eternal. That makes a lot of sense for Art of War. That being said, but Eternal had so much group shit going on, and when they talk about that album specifically, they talk about how much time they spent in the studio together, whereas like every album after that, you know, it was kind of like Krayzie Bone, or they were separate or whatever. But Eternal, they spend so much time. You know, I'm not saying he's not saying the truth. I'm just saying like that one seems different, but. Wishbone specifically, I will say this: his obvious, you know, he was actually really good on Creeping on a Come Up, but because he had more verses on Eternal, you know, we could easily say that Eternal is like his best outing as an artist, Sure. Hands down. And the thing I always say about Wish that people don't take into account, because he takes the most heat, obviously, as a member, right? He's the worst one. He's this, he's that. Brother, when we're talking memorable verses, the part that people always be rapping, the part that people always recite, the part, the most memorable shit that the whole crowd be doing, it's from Wishbone verses.
Thank you. I just said that. He heard me say that. Thank you, Cecil.
It's a fact, think about it, fucking, and it's the simple shit, right? Pop, 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 pop. But dog, it's always some shit like that, and maybe it's that people remember simplicity, and that's the most catchy thing. Like I don't know what it is, but like if you go through his shit, like he's got so many like memorable parts as far as when they're live that it's insanity. Like from that perspective, like just from the live side of it, like I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. Most memorable Crossroads line there is. And the biggest song they have, the most memorable line belongs to Wishbone. It's nuts.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So listen, me personally, the last 2 or 3 days, besides battling Chat GPT to get a good graph going, I mean, this chat just does whatever it wants to, man. But I mean, I got a couple graphs, but they're not 100% accurate. But I will say this: going back through as a 40-plus-year-old man and listening to it, Wishbone does have the most memorable verses. Yeah. Yes. Bizzy Bone. I get where Grimm's coming from, because from a rapper standpoint, it's the most complex. I understand where you're coming from.
Memorable doesn't make it the best.
I got to disagree with you on that, just because from the standpoint
I'm gonna fuck you up. All right,
go. We got listen. I got the hat on, Cecil, so I'm ready for it. Cactus Jack is ready. You know what I'm saying? Listen. So when you hear, let's just go 50 Cent, because he is a chorus guy too, right? You can find me in the club, but I don't really know too many people that can recite that whole song word for word, but you do know the hook. You know what I'm saying? And so when you bring up these most important,
does that make it his best song?
That is his best song, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is his best song. So like you said, when you say Wishbone pop 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 pop, you don't confuse that with Bizzy. You don't confuse that with any. There's no confusion. Bone fan or no Bone fan.
But you acted like I confuse other shit with Bizzy Bone.
No, not you. But I'm just saying the average person listening to Bone. I get it from a Bone standpoint, and guys who do music.
Let me ask you a question. Is Wet Ass Pussy a better song than East 1999?
You bet not.
No, I mean, no.
Why?
I know where you're coming from.
I guarantee if you were to take a poll of what people remember, if it's East 1999 or if it's Get a Bucket in the Mop for This Wet Ass Pussy,
Wet Ass Pussy
would fucking demolish the song East 1999. Is it a better song?
In the video?
That touche. That is a good one. That is a good. Hang on,
because it's more relevant. That's why it's more recent. So they're not going to remember.
Oh my God, I'm on my 6 9. Sit down, motherfucker.
Even if it wasn't more recent, let's admit.
Shout out, SG. He said SG.
I'm definitely gonna go with Wet Ass Pussy over.
Can you not? You know when I'm being cooked in the frying pan, can you super chat some other time? Not that I'm being cooked. You know what I'm saying?
Cecil.
Again, though, like, first of all, I think your episode is tough for you guys, just because it would entail all 4 of you really analyzing just the Wishbone verses and then ranking them out. Which that's a tough thing to do. It's a tough thing for your viewers, but I will say, like I said at the beginning, he is underrated in terms of what people remember and the credit that they give him, and all kinds of shit. I mean, he really does have memorable, quotable lines from all kinds of verses. But but it doesn't make him the best. I mean, you know, he was peak Wishbone at that time, but you know, it doesn't make him the best member in it. Out of the 5 of them, he was probably 4th at this time.
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
I want to say something.
Yeah.
I want to say something. Cecil, you got my number. And I'm going to tell you why, because I was just thinking about it. And as you were saying it, I was like, man, he must have heard that Holding Court interview too. And Krayzie Bone was talking about the Art of War album.
Yeah.
He was not talking about East 99. So
No, I just know. I mean, I just know where they were at. Like they were all staying in the same houses during Eternal, everything. So it's like when it was like time to go to the studio, these motherfuckers didn't have anything else to do but go to the studio. But by Art of War, you know, they all had crews and this and that, and they was working on solo. So, you know, it makes sense during Art of War. Art of War, not to get off on a tangent, but a bunch of the songs from Art of War started as Krayzie Bone solo songs that were initially being recorded for Thug Mentality 99. Like Look Into My Eyes was a Krayzie Bone solo song.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's crazy. That's crazy to hear that. Being that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Listen to the album version, and then go listen to the video version. He's got 2 different verses, and those were the 2 verses that were for Look Into My Eyes initially.
Right. So, but look, okay, Cecil, check out this graph real quick. Shout out to SG again.
What up, Casino?
Oh yeah, Casino. What's happening?
Casino, what's going on?
Hold on, Casino. I'm back in the lab. Hold on.
All right. I don't know if I can. It doesn't let me while I'm in here.
Okay, Cecil.
Let me see.
Hopefully you ain't driving. On Bud Smokers Only, who had the best verse, brother? If you can remember.
I'd have to sit there and really listen to the fucking the songs. That's why I'm saying this is unfair.
I'm saying Bizzy. I know that we know that when he's asking Cecil because we know pretty much the whole song by heart. I mean, we could pretty much recite Wish and Bizzy's verse. I mean, I'm saying Bizzy because I think let's cut the
foreplay. Let's cut the foreplay. So you're saying Bud Smokers Only? You think Wish had the best verse?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely not. Bizzy did. I say Bizzy did.
I say Wish.
Let don't be stingy.
Nah,
And please don't
I wouldn't say Bizzy.
Oh yeah, that's a good ass verse. By Bizzy, you know?
Kick Wishes,
man.
That's between Krayzie and Wish.
He
said no, what?
Hang on, let's go to Wish's verse, man.
Yeah,
the Casino said Krayzie and Wish. I give you Wish. Y'all know about no damn Krayzie. I ain't know he was even on the song. Hey, he must have passed out when the blunt was in rotation.
His Wishbone verse is good.
Is it? I don't remember his joint. Tried to tell me stop.
Krayzie Bone goes right after him.
Krayzie Bone's right after Wish.
Yeah, listen. This is tough. Look, this is tough because they're all at their peak. Like
it is tough. That's why we have
like you're right now saying instead of this being like, yo, what's the best way? Like, you know, who had a bad verse? Name a bad Eternal verse.
You can't. These guys are 22. Listen, Flesh and Bone is the oldest. He's 22 at the time. At 22, what kind of raps were you kicking? But Wish said, "It's some niggas." He said, "Some niggas be passing no weed and to them thugs from Cleveland. Got to smoke till it's all gone."
We don't be creeping, call on my thugs, cause all them niggas done. That was dope. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Listen, if you want to go, you know what? I don't want to play it, man. Listen, man. Bizzy Bone's first verse wasn't as better than his second verse. So if you want to count by verse for verse, Wish had 2 dope verses because Wish had 2. They each had 2 verses, right? Both of Wish's verses were dope. He kicked it in, but Bizzy's verse. But now,
you just like Bizzy. Just say
I don't know, man. You think it's tough. It's tough.
Just say I like Bizzy, man.
You just like Bizzy.
I don't like Bizzy Bone more than I like Krayzie Bone or Layzie Bone, okay? But he's the best one on the album. That's Michael Jackson. We talking about Michael Jackson. The rest of them are fucking, Tito and shit.
No, hell no. Hell,
That's crazy. He said Tito, bro. That's crazy.
No.
He could have used
Michael
Jermaine Jackson.
Not
BB Gan Jackson.
99.
We call him DJ, motherfucker. Shit, what are we talking about?
No. This is not Michael. Hell no. Hey, so
Bizzy is Michael, bro. What are you?
Cecil's trolling.
Bro, there's no Bizzy Bone is Michael Jackson of the group.
I agree with that. Potential-wise, yes. Potential-wise, yes.
Yeah. I won't disagree with that.
But if he's Michael Jackson, Krayzie Bones, he's the Kobe Bryant of the group. You know what I'm saying? Because his worth ethic, he outworks everybody, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
you got to be Jermaine.
I don't disagree.
Hold on, Cecil, you catching strays now? Says Cecil, stop it. Krayzie Bone is the best member, hands down.
That's cool. Everybody's allowed to be wrong. It don't matter.
Girl says, wait, hold on, Cecil.
Listen, everybody's allowed to be wrong in this motherfucker. Ain't nobody gonna tell y'all that you can't be wrong, boy. You know
facts. This is all opinion based, man. This is all, I just want to state the opinion because listen, Wishbone don't get enough credit, bro, and I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it, man.
Let me ask y'all a question. How come in all these years of the lineup basically being Flesh, Wish, Krayzie, and Layzie, how come they haven't put out a group album? They did Strength and Loyalty with just 3 of them. It's not like it can't be done. How come they haven't made an album?
Yeah, they made a really good album without Bizzy. I mean, I listen. Yeah, I think
they could have done it again, right? They could have done it since. There's been 4 of them. They tour all the fucking time. How come they haven't done an album?
But do you think it's because Lay holds on to Bizzy? Do you think that's part of it?
I think that the resentment from the fans would be so substantial if Bizzy Bone wasn't on it that you got to put him on it. Listen, how come they didn't do verses without Bizzy Bone? Bizzy tells you that he's a feature.
The verses won't be a fair one without Bizzy.
Why?
Because it's the beef go back to a member versus member.
Okay, how come they didn't do the Hollywood Walk of Fame without Bizzy?
Somebody said crazy Michael Jackson, Bizzy's Janet.
But why would you? See, so this is the thing. Why would you do that? Even though Bizzy,
he'll tell you he's not like he's in the group, but he's been a solo artist since like fucking 2001. Like that's an open thing that he says.
But then answer this, Cecil. All the solo, Bizzy like 40 solo albums in. Why hasn't his solo career taken off or blew up?
Why haven't any of theirs?
Right. Well, now that's true because the group overshadows the solo career.
Then why hasn't the group put out an album without Bizzy Bone?
They have.
Only Strength and Loyalty since Flesh has been back. They've had ample opportunity. Flesh has been out of jail longer than he was in jail. There hasn't been a Bone Thugs and Harmony album.
I put it to you like this. I think it does tie into business. I do agree. It does tie into business, and it does. The fans do love Bizzy, but then for me, I always go back to what Tupac says, where he did an interview and he's on the couch and he was basically saying, and 50 Cent says it in his book about everything ties in. I think women lead the charge and tell men who to like. Right? This is the thing where 50 Cent says it in his book, where. And Tupac says, you got to be the man that the bitches want to fuck and the guys want to be, right? I think that all ties in. I really think that all ties in.
Sounds like we're taking a long walk to say Bizzy Bone's the one that women want to fuck and dudes want to be, but keep going.
Right.
Isn't the leading story, well, at that point, if not even now, Lay said the labels want all the members or none of them. So if the role was reversed and Wish was gone and Bizzy was the Wish, and that if Wish was the one who's always missing in action, would the labels move forward?
I think they would.
I think they would. Yeah.
I think they would. Straight up.
I put it to you like this.
Let me ask you a different question. few weeks ago there was a show and the lineup was Wish, Krayzie, and Flesh. It wasn't no big deal. It didn't matter. It was whatever. But when Bizzy Bone shows the fuck up, when they live, they make sure you know that this motherfucker Bizzy Bone is going to be here. The price of tickets is up. The price that they get is up. You're dealing with the motherfucking Michael Jackson. He can come and go from the Jackson 5 as much as he wants. But the Jackson 5, they only had the Jackson 5 when Mike was gone.
Okay, but here Rick, hold on. Rick says this. No
That's
bone
true.
without Krayzie. Stop it. And ask yourself this: if you take Krayzie out of the group and you have the other four,
they started Resurrection without Krayzie Bone. They picked Change the World as a single that he was only added to because it was a single. They was gonna do it without Krayzie Bone. I'm not saying it's a good thing. Krayzie's probably that's my favorite like studio member, and I think he's 60%
of Bone.
Yeah, probably more.
Yeah, probably
so
more than
I think without Krayzie, that locomotive ain't moving. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love like Bizzy solo albums. Man, you can tell dude got lyrics. Dude goes hard in the paint, man. I mean,
this is the thing. The strength and loyalty album shows you who they are willing to. Okay, look, bro. I will not even say that. Let's not even count strength and loyalty because that had Wish on it. But I'm saying going back to it. Overall, I think that Flesh, like they would, if they were gonna go on, I think they could go on without Flesh and Wish, and I think it could be just Krayzie, Layzie, and Bizzy.
I don't think now that was true. That was true at the time.
If somebody said like we want all 5 of them, and then they said, well, and then Wish for some reason can't go or Flesh couldn't go, would they say, oh, we don't want Bizzy, Krayzie, and Layzie here? You see what I'm saying?
No, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
A label wouldn't do that, but Flesh is less disposable now than he was in the 90s. Yeah, he's really like a core member of the group. But look, I mean, if I can tell you this, right, from just being at like the show, right? Layzie Bone was at the show 7 hours before the rest of the group. He was handling business, doing the shit, making sure everything was tight. Layzie Bone is the business side of this, hands down. When they get on stage, Wish is the fucking he takes care of the stage, hands down. Like that's the most vocal, interactive, leads the shit, him in position, hands down. Krayzie Bone is the one in the studio that leads the charge, makes it happen, hands down. Bizzy is the one that comes through, like you said, girls love him, dudes love him. That's the fucking star. That's hands down. Flesh is the one that comes through. He gets fucking respect from the streets. The other motherfuckers, every rapper respects Flesh. Like, even if you were going to disrespect Bizzy, it's not going to happen with Flesh. They all got like a part, like, you know, because it's like, hey, you could say there's no Bone without Krayzie Bone. It'd fall apart without Layzie Bone, right? Their stage show would be fucking shit without Wishbone. Like, you know, there's a bunch of pieces here that it's easy to say, hey, they wouldn't be this without this guy, but it applies in so many places now.
Facts. That right there is factual. But you know, at the end of the day, no, shout out to Bizzy. Shout out to Bizzy, because you can't take nothing away from Bizzy Bone, period. You can't take nothing away from Lay, Cray, Flesh, or Wish. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, and this right here, they're in their prime. So at 22, I don't believe anybody on the panel or the chat was rapping like these guys, because I don't even know if they can do this again. You know what I'm saying? That this was just prime shit that they were kicking, man. I mean, I like the stuff that they're kicking now, but this album right here was a classic. I'm just saying, I believe Wishbone had the better verses when you start ranking them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, Cecil, man. You know, straight up. I like Bizzy, and I listen to it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. In the same
why don't we go through the album right now and just rank them? Just rank the songs.
Go ahead. We can do that, man. I mean, like I said, I got my graph, bro. I know.
Okay, I'm talking about just songs on East 99 Eternal, though.
That's what we was doing.
That's what he was doing, Grill.
He was going.
Okay, number one, the first track. You said okay. Who had the best verse on the first track, y'all? The introduction. I say Krayzie.
You already did that, bro.
Okay. Yeah, well, the rest of them wasn't. No, we did that amongst us. The rest of them wasn't on there.
Okay, ask Cecil. Cecil, who had the best verse on the introduction? If you're still there.
I don't know. I'd have to sit and really listen to the album.
Okay.
I never like to do this thing like without really like going back and listening to the album with fresh ears.
Right. No, but that's like, what I just did.
But like from a melodic, I mean, there's Krayzie Bone literally is the harmony in Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know, he makes the melodies and shit. Now, super argument could be made that like, you know, Krayzie Bone steals fucking 80% of his fucking melodies from old like Motown songs and shit. You know, so who's the real genius? I don't know, you know, but that's Puffy was a genius and he's, you know, he used all kinds of old songs. So it's like, who knows? But you know, there isn't the harmony piece without Krayzie Bone. I mean, he is the architect.
Facts.
Well, now, in anybody, I think anybody that's a musician or somebody had to inspire you for you to develop whatever you bring to the table.
Right. Hold on.
Yeah, but I mean, this is more than inspiration. I mean, Krayzie Bone flat out just takes entire, you know, melodies and everything from these old fucking songs. I mean, it's not even disputable.
Like the Willy Wonka. He learned it from. He did good on the Willy Wonka one though. I liked that one.
Hold on.
Actually, I think that was him.
Hold on, Grim. Hold on, Grim. D-Minor, what's up, man? What you thinking, man?
Yeah, I was, you know, I'm listening to y'all. I just want to say peace to everybody out there, and man, salute. And I love this topic that y'all talking about. Yeah, to the gentleman that's right above me, I believe Cecil. Yeah, you know, I think they all have a harmony amongst each other, but you can definitely tell Krayzie at times could be the standout when it comes to referencing a lot of the songs, like the weed song. I get high off that last song, la la la. I just keep smoking. That's Denise Williams. It's gonna take a miracle, and so you know, so he kind of took that, and then, or like you said, the Willy Wonka song, and you could tell that Krayzie definitely had an ear musically. I would say that harmony wise, I think Bizzy and Krayzie are kind of like the ones who are at the helm when it comes to that. But Wish, you can tell he's got that ear, and you can tell that, you know, and I think at one time, I think if we were in an alternate universe, he'd be a singer.
You think so?
Because you can tell, like, especially when we get to I would say post Crossroads, East 1999, you can tell he started harmonizing a lot. On a lot of his verses and things like that, whether it be Friends, whether it be Breakdown, If I Could Teach the World, you could tell he started doing more he was doing more of the singy songy along with the rapping at times.
No, facts. I'll put it to you like this, man. To me, when I heard, like, we could jump around and do all the songs, but like Cecil said, unless you know the songs by heart, it's going to be hard for you to really say who's who, and what you thought back then is probably not what you think now. Because right now, I graded it way different than what I probably graded it before. I've done this exercise at least 3 times. So for me, you know, me and Grim, man, we've had the most heated arguments about this conversation. You know what I'm saying? So this is, for me, this is just a revisit of a revisit of a revisit. You know what I'm saying? I've been going for that for Wishbone for years, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but like I said,
solid.
No, facts. And I'm telling you, Layzie Bone come out with one more album like he's the best Bone of all time. I'm just letting y'all know. It's coming out of my mouth every time he come out with, and I'm counting the K Chill one. So if the K Chill one and Layzie Bone is like Dash, it's over for you guys, man. In my opinion, I'm just letting y'all know.
It's Red Room.
The Dash album is That Dash album is amazing. One thing I love about Lazy Bone is his poetry is like out of this world, and I think he, for me, I can appreciate I can appreciate what he brings to the table with his poetry and his ideas and things like that. His pen is still inspiring folk. Um, you got to salute to that Dash album, but one of the things I can say about Lazy Bone as 1/5 of that Bone Thugs and Harmony um, group, he's always been consistent. Consistently, he's right there with you. And I have to say, I think even like the East 1999 album, Lazy Bone is solid. I mean, he's right there with you, and he's consistent. Um, as much as I love Flesh and much as I love Busy for the Resurrection album in that order, Lazy Bone shows up even for the Righteous Ones, and that's one thing that was something I really liked about that album was that it didn't just you didn't lean on Krayzie a lot. Even though Krayzie was working on Thug Mentality, it was good to kind of get in the album when you just had Flesh and Busy, because we didn't hear a lot of them on the Art of War album, because Crazy's thumbprint was on that album, no question. So it was good to see like those two guys really show up, and Lazy Bone as well, because Lazy Bone and Righteous One, Serving the Fiends, Murder One. I mean, I think those are his finest hours.
No, facts. And listen, I agree with everything you said, D minor. But I'm just putting it to you like this, man. All I'm saying is we're doing this episode strictly because me and I think Jay felt this too, that there was just too much Wishbone slander going on.
Mm-hmm.
So people need to realize who Wishbone is and who he was. And before Wishbone like got married and had kids, Wishbone, man, he's putting belt to ass to people, man. I'm not saying the bone cooks. So actually, because I'm gonna tell you right now, almost every time Layzie goes first, in my opinion, that's usually the best verse he got when he goes first, man. Because to me, I've always thought Bone structured best verses were the first one and the last one. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
these are just my opinions. Grim, what do you think?
I agree. Like I said, man, I was telling you about how they structured the last verses and all that, man. So it's funny you say that. But no, they and he has the most unique ones. Wish. Especially
Correct.
on that Thug Love. That's my favorite
Thug
one where he
Love.
draws it out. But it's a filler though. It's a filler. Still a filler.
It's a filler.
He turned fillers into dope. He turned fillers into being dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. But see,
That's
but
what
I
Cecil was talking about earlier.
right. I do understand what you're saying, but now you're coming from a rapper standpoint, not a fan standpoint. So I'm taking the rapper
I'm
standpoint
a fan
out.
too.
All right.
I'm a fan too.
But because the filler thing, because the filler things, because we know what it takes to rhyme. And when you do, dead, wrong, Lord, now he long gone, and you doing all that long, drawn out singing, you're eating bars up, man.
But you're eating bars up.
Back then, you didn't know me.
still
Now I'm
up.
hot. Y'all know me. Back then, you didn't know me. Now I'm hot. Y'all know me. Back
Right,
then, you
but
didn't know me. Now I'm hot.
it
Y'all
was
know
tight
me.
though. It was tight when he did it.
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was tight. It was tight when he did it. You know what I'm saying?
It was cool back in the day.
Yeah. I guess somebody had a pause moment. Said Lazy Bone is solid. Riz says too easy. It's a pause moment.
Come on.
Riz be on it, dog.
yeah, dog. Riz catch everybody lacking in the pause game, bro. Hicking says, if Krayzie ever take a break from his spiritual journey, Cray would kill on a new solo. I agree with that too.
I agree.
Was you gonna say something, D minor?
No, we were talking about, as we were talking about with Wish and and what Wish has contributed to some of those songs. I think about songs like Thug Love. I think of songs like P.O.D., Shoot 'Em Up, Friends.
Come on,
and then of course his solo Get Your Thug On. I came in front. I actually liked like what he contributed to Mighty Mighty Warriors. We crippin' and came, giving you nothing but thugs of music, man. We doing our thing. Mighty Mighty Mo Thug, bringing in the pain. Like I thought, I was like, hey, if you rolling with me, if you rolling with Mo, pump your fist up high. I thought that was cool. I liked what he brought to that song. You know what I'm saying? So, Resurrection. I thought he was solid on that one. You know what I mean? So, Wish shows up, he shows up, man. So I got to give it to him. But that POD, I be smoking weed. Forgive me, Lord, is we be blessing my soul. I got to smoke this stinky batty stuff. Like to me, that stuff is kind of like I feel that. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, he was getting busy on that one. He was
Right.
cooking. You know what I mean?
Let me ask a question real quick, and this is off the East 99 turtle because we gonna go back to this graph. I spent a lot of time on this shit. We gonna go back to that. But listen, on Change the World, who had the best verse y'all believe on there? Because Change the World, them verses was tough. And hey,
Man.
Krayzie Bone fans, I got it. Say Krayzie Bone did not have
like
the best
Krayzie
verse.
Bone. I say Krayzie Bone.
You do say you like Krayzie Bone.
I like all of them.
All those verses was crazy.
Fan,
I definitely like Layzie's verse. Me and Easy in the DMZ with my niggas right next to me.
The whole song was tight.
Wishes. Wish his shit was tough too.
The reason why I like Krayzie Bone's verse so much. Listen, the reason why I like Krayzie Bone's verse so much is because on the original version, his verse is not on there. And so up until I heard that verse, I'd only heard the original version. And then when they came out with the Collection Volume 2, they had a remix on there with a different beat and it had Krayzie Bone's verse on there. And I just thought it was the tightest shit. It was tight.
I know.
Now, even Flesh, if you really want to break it down,
Flesh might have had the best verse. Yeah, shit. Yeah. Flesh might have had the best verse. Flesh killed that shit. Yeah, I on Change the World. That's one of the ones kind of like East 99. It can go in any direction. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I got I got him first on. Let me go to the graph. I think I got him first on shots to the
double block. He was cooking on that one.
Yeah, he killed that.
He was talking on that one.
Yeah.
I think, I got him. If y'all can see it right there, bottom left on that graph, track 17, Wish is first.
Yeah, he cooked on that one. That was like he came hard on that one. And
he came real hard on that one.
I think it was I don't know which one that said it before I came on, but Wish, when it comes to live performances, forget it. That dude, like, if he's not there, he's almost like just the way he amps up. Him and Bizzy are like they bring the energy to the stage presence. I would say those two and Layzie in so many ways. They bring it, boy. Like it's just something about like their energy on stage. Like they know how, like they're amazing in their own right, in their own ways.
I've never seen them guys
as
live.
good as Krayzie Bone is in the studio. Krayzie Bone is he is absolutely the worst one live. They're like
really?
he is awful live.
Really?
Huh. Yeah.
He just stands in one place and raps under the backing track.
Now, okay, everybody. Tomorrow, Beyond the Harmony, they're going live. And what time was it, Cecil? Was it 7 or 8 o'clock?
8 p.m. But we ain't here to talk about Beyond the Harmony. Fuck them motherfuckers.
No. He's stupid. He's down. So listen, hold up, y'all. Because I'm bringing this up because Cecil and them got to see them live. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, man, because they went to that Hollywood Walk of Fame, and they got to live the fucking dream, bro. The fucking dream. You will never get that back in history, ever. You hear what I'm saying? I was telling them guys that. I said, listen, we got one more shot. We got to get to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Because Cecil,
I'll be there.
Yeah, Cecil, listen. You might try to take your girl, but I'm willing to pay for a Disney trip for the wife and kids to go to Florida. I got to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with you. But check this out. I'm not bullshitting. I cannot miss that. Listen, y'all. This dude Cecil and Beyond the Harmony, they got an interview with Layzie fucking Bone. Somehow, some way, this shit turns into a motherfucking friendship, partnership, or whatever. These dudes get invited to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, invited to Layzie Bone's motherfucking crib and eat barbecue.
That was actually Alzy Roundtree's that we were eating barbecue at. That's the one that named named him, gave him the Bone name. I was supposed to go to Lay's house that day, but I got held up at that barbecue. Actually, I was supposed to go to Lay's house. Then we were supposed to go to the Saturday show, but I got invited to the cookout. What the fuck do you want me to do, bro? I couldn't believe that.
So when Matt, whose house is that? Whose house is that where Matt's taking a picture of the plaques?
We took pictures at a couple places. One place we was at Kenny McLeod's, who did production on Eternal and on Creepin'. So he had plaques, and then we was at Julio Costanzo's house, and he was one of the visual artists who did Eternal. He did Art of War, he did Resurrection, the Collection 1, the Collection 2. So he had a bunch of plaques. So yeah, we saw plaques everywhere we went.
Damn, that's dope, dog. That's dope. Like I said,
let me say this. This is Cecil's living. His experiences now is equivalent to Murder Most collection.
It's past that, bro.
You think,
bro? Cecil was living my fucking dream, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting in the Black Hole studio with Kenny McLeod, and he opened up the Creeping on a Come Up 94 sessions and was playing them all for us. I heard songs that never. I heard the original No Shorts, No Losses, totally different song. I heard a song that they cut. I heard a beat that they cut. I heard all the original recordings. Yeah, I heard everything.
That shit's dope as fuck, though. And I'm not gonna lie. So the whole time you're over there, I'm like, dude, hey man, take a bunch of pictures, get network. I mean, you were out there. Were you out there with the other Bone members? I know Bizzy wasn't there. Was you actually?
Oh yeah, we at the Walk of Fame. The Walk of Fame was so packed that I mean, there was affiliates on the outside. They couldn't get everybody in. They gave Bone. They each had 10 seats. Shout out to Layzie Bone, by the way. He gave K-Chill and K-Chill's son a seat. So that's love.
And that was out of the 10?
Out of the 10, yeah.
Damn, that's
but
oh shit.
Yeah, each of them got 10 seats, and then the Walk of Fame reserved so many seats, meaning Big Boy, Ice-T, shit like that. Tamika Wright from Ruthless was there. I don't know this for sure, but I actually think she was one of Bizzy's 10 seats, which is crazy.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's love.
She's fine.
But yeah, so a lot of us were Unique was stuck on the outside actually until somebody went and got him. So a lot of people was on the outside. We was all thugging on the outside, all kinds of affiliates. But we was close in there for a minute, and then I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go around and shake hands and kiss babies." So I met a lot of people at the Walk of Fame, and then at the show, Bizzy wasn't at the show, but at the show, yeah, I mean, we got footage of them right before they walk on stage doing the prayer and shit. Like we was right there the whole time.
Yeah,
right. Listen, it was hellified dope, man. So I'm watching y'all as y'all doing this. Y'all spending time there. Y'all living my fucking dream. I see y'all taking pictures. So I see you taking pictures and you got your face covered. I'm thinking like, damn, dude, I hope he don't do this the whole time. Because I was already betting, had a bet within myself. I said, he's got to show his face. This is the time. This thing came full circle.
I'm gonna get into it on our live, but the only reason I did it, there was two reasons, right? Like we sat there going back and forth, and unlike Beyond the Harmony weekend, which was a controlled environment, I was like, okay, this isn't a controlled environment. This is, I'm on the life story, all kinds of people captured me without knowing. Eternal 360, all kinds of people got me, but I was like, it's all good. But something happened on our board, and I just get so sick of the fucking weird motherfuckers, bro. And like somebody, and this wasn't even their fault. This was kind of just like the straw that broke the camel's back. But like I posted a plaque, and it was like, "Oh, I see your face. I can see your reflection in the plaque." And I was like,
That's
"Yo, motherfuckers!" I'm like, I'm sitting here showing you pictures of plaques, and that's the first thing you got to say. Now,
stupid.
Don't get me wrong. Like, part of me's flattered, right? But the other part of me is like, bro, I'm just steadily bringing elite shit, and y'all are just worried what I look like. Like, this shit's fruity to me. Like, I've never been this concerned about what a man looks like. This is like when motherfuckers get like upset that Bone be cutting the hair. I'm just like, bro, get a fucking job or something. Like, you shouldn't be this concerned with another man and how he looks. So I finally, and again, it wasn't that dude's fault. He was just kind of like piece 100 of 100. Like at Beyond the Harmony weekend, people were like trying to pay other people to take pictures of me and shit. I'm like, this is fucking bananas.
Crazy. Yeah.
So
wow.
When I finally got the picture with Lay, right? Because I took a picture with a couple people without a thing, right? Like K Chill, I took a picture with no thing on. Bone 7, I took a picture with no thing on. So when I met, Lay, because me and Lay been cool, Lay goes, he goes, I get to see Cecil West without the mask on. I said, yeah, bro. So even Lay was cool.
Hold on, Cecil, stop. So you mean to tell me when you're interviewing, you got a mask on, bro?
Nah, you see what it is. I just got like a little AI fucking.
So that's what Lay sees too.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. I thought.
Yeah. So that was the first time, Lay had seen me, and Lay was really cool when Lay was like, let's get a picture, and he's like, I think I had a Bone bandana or a fucking Layzie Bone bandana. I think I had the El Burner bandana. He goes, you want to use the bandana? I said, nah, I'm out here with the boss, man. If anybody's going to get a picture with me, So when that happened, I was like, fuck it. I'm going to just post it up. Someone else is going to get posted up. And I'm just sick of motherfuckers being weird. It's weird. After 8 years, I'm like, bro, it's too weird that motherfuckers are this obsessed. But since it's happened, it's got weirder. Like,
really?
People finding my personal page, which I don't really care, bro. I've been a rapper for 20 fucking years. Like my personal life is non-existent. It's just been like a different life. So it's like now motherfuckers are like finding all my shit, and I'm just like, yeah, y'all real weird. First time someone shares something about my kid or something, and I see y'all at a fucking show, you're gonna be lacking and be real sorry. So
nah, it's gonna be all good, bro. It's usually when somebody people like to invade people's privacy. I realize that people love to invade people, and for what weird reason, I have no clue, bro. So no, shout out to you, man.
Like I said, bro,
I was just like, damn, dude, he took the mask off. Shout out, bro.
Part of it is super flattering, and I get it, right? Like I made a whole podcast over finding out the unknown, and it's like I try to bring that all into account. And I know Bone fans like a mystery, and it's been a mystery, so it's like I try to take that all into account, but it's like there becomes a point where I'm like, bro, y'all are taking it too far. I just found out somebody like had a little messaging group, and he was messaging people, and he's like, oh, this, search this to find stuff about Cecil and this and that, and here's this, and I'm like, bro, you're being fucking weird, bro. Like it's nothing more than like, it's just weird to me. Like people are like, why are you worried about them finding your music? I'm not worried about them finding my music. I'm not worried about them finding who I am. Anybody that met me in person saw that I'm the size of a little truck and will fuck a motherfucker up. I'm literally not worried about nothing, but it's just weird to me.
Right. And that's
weird. But also though, like I'm trying to be like more accepting of, people just want to know, and it's just weird to me. It's not necessarily weird to them, but yeah. So I did it, put the picture out because I was just like, yes. It's bound to happen coming off this LA shit, bro.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you're kind of like a celebrity, though, too. You know what I'm saying? Technically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, out of 100 points, I'm like a 1.
hey, you're still on the board, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. You're still on the board, and you got to do something that you can't buy that moment ever again. They're not going to get another star.
Nope.
They're not having another barbecue like that. most of Bone was in one area and you were there. You see what I'm saying? It's not happening.
Let me ask you, an outsider looking in, like, was there really a better way for me to reveal myself than boom, here's a picture of me and the boss in LA?
That was the best way.
Yeah,
that's the best way, right?
Even if they go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it will not be. Even if they go to the Hollywood, I mean, I keep saying Hollywood.
No, you're right.
Even if they go to the Rock, even if they go to the Hall of Fame, right? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it still won't beat the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It still won't, because the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Cleveland, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be dope to be in Cleveland chilling with K Chill and half of Mo Thug, because everybody's going to show up and show out. They're going to be in the building. They're only going to let so many people in because the fire marshal, they're going to have actual real celebrities in the building. So security is going to be crazy in that mug, right?
If they get the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, for me, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is actually worth more than the Star.
I think the reason why I say the Star is because I didn't know you didn't go to Layzie's house, so it does lose some points because you didn't go to Layzie's house.
Yeah, I skipped it, so y'all just put that into perspective. I actually skipped going to his house.
Damn, how you skip going to Layzie's house, man? I'm gone.
Because I was at the Bone 7, bro, and I was at the cookout, and that's just what it was. I just had to.
So the Bone. Okay, the other members was at the cookout, not at Layzie's
so
house.
Bone 7 is when Layzie talks about being in Texas, okay, and that's where he met Alzie, and Alzie put him onto all the Bone shit. And when he came back to Cleveland, he finds Krayzie, and he goes and he explains the Bone shit, like, hey, we all need a Bone name, woo woo woo, this and that. That all comes from Alzie, and Alzie's part of this, we'll just call it a crew. Alzie's part of this crew called Bone 7. But before they were the Bone 7, right, back in the day, they was Bone Enterprise. And that's where the Bone Enterprise shit came from. And when Lay comes back, he says, hey, we got to call that shit Bone Enterprise. We all need a Bone name. Stands for beating on every day, So that's where all that came from. So when we did our interview, they all reached out like, hey, no one's ever shown this much love in an interview. Woo woo woo. We do a reunion every year. We'd love for you to come. And I was like, all right, like, we'd love to be there. When is it? Because I'm thinking I can't fly all the way across the country for a barbecue. And in the same hand, I wasn't fixing to fly across the country just for the Walk of Fame, if I'm being 100. But they was the same week, a couple days apart. And when that happened, I was like, oh, let's go, right? So it's like, I went out there for that Bone 7 shit because I wanted to meet, this is technically like, everybody looks at it like it goes Eazy-E, Bone Thugs and Harmony, but it actually goes the Bone 7, or at that time, Bone Enterprise, right. Bone Enterprise, Eazy-E, Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's how the family tree really goes. This is like the, if Lay never met Alzie, there would be no Bone Thugs and Harmony, at least that we know it with that name.
Wow.
Right.
So I had to go fuck with them, and they was the, that was such a great group of people that, it was hard to skip Lay's house and it was hard to skip the last show, but, we was just, it was a vibe, man. When you out there with a group of people that's been a group like that for that many years, I was there for more than the Bone shit, like the Bone Thug shit. Like that's such a small piece of their shit. I actually think we're gonna do like a little mini documentary on their on their history and shit like that. But it was so like impactful that like it sucked to skip it, especially because the show was literally on our way to the airport. But decisions, man, got to make pimp decisions. No. Skipping Layzie Bone's house was one of them.
No, that's dope. That was dope. Because listen, I was showing the stuff to my wife, and she was like, "Well, what would you do if you got invited?" I'm gone. What the fuck are we talking about? But she was kind of hot about that answer because I don't give a damn. I'm leaving everything. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go rock with Layzie Bone, and I'll figure the shit out when I get back. You know what I mean?
He said, "I'll figure it out when I get back."
Yeah,
with shit in the yard. He'll figure it out.
Shit in the yard.
Pull up in my city. Like, hey man, put that big suitcase in.
Well, listen, you should have gone. You never know what's gonna happen. We was there, the three of us as Beyond the Harmony. My man Joe Cal's there. Joe Cal went to Beyond the Harmony weekend. Really big supporter. Woo woo woo. Bought a ticket to the show. was just planning on seeing us for a second. When they said, yo, Beyond the Harmony, come out back. Lay called me and said, come out back. I brought Joe Cal right with me like he was just one of us. They put the fucking bracelet on him. He was on stage with us. He was out back with Bone. So, you don't know. You don't know what opportunity, will knock, but you got to be present for it.
Right. That's dope, man. I know we here talking about Wish, but this is the part of it because I said as soon as I talk to Tease when I pull up and he pulls up, I got a couple questions for him because you was out there living the dream. All of y'all were, Matt and John didn't go, did he?
Nah, John, I'm cutting my hair at the same time, so I keep muting. John didn't go, but RC Thug still went out. So it was me, Matt, and RC.
Okay.
And if you don't know who RC is, RC's like super. He does so much shit in the background of the show, lots of research and shit. It really it took a lot of weight off me because traditionally, I did all that research, and now I got somebody that I trust enough that he drafts whole interviews for me and gives me the questions, and then I just kind of go through and proof it and put my spin on it and add the couple of questions I feel like are missing. But he's such an important part of the show that I don't even know if we'd have a show without him because he's like I said, I've never had anybody I trusted to draft a whole interview for me, and and he's a genius. He takes it past Cecil West shit, boy. I'm lucky to have him. So he was out in the West, and he was able to drive in, and he drove in a bunch of equipment to do the show live. I flew in a backpack full of equipment, and Matt brought a backpack full of equipment, and that's how we was able to pull off the show live.
Nah, man, that was dope, especially with K Chill. So some of the scenes y'all was showing was from Owlsie's crib, and then some of the scenes K Chill was showing was from Lay's crib, right?
Yeah. K Chill, K Chill was there. He's like, bro, when are you pulling up? Like they was playing fucking Bones or something. And he's like, when are you pulling up? And I was like, I'm an hour away at the Sevens barbecue. And I actually feel bad because I was like, oh yeah, I'm fixing to pull up soon. And then you know how it goes. We just kind of got into it at the barbecue and I never showed up. But yeah, Chill was at Layzie's. A bunch of shit that I was showing, it depended on where we was. We went to lunch with Donald Cunningham. Donald was showing us these DVDs that nobody has, and it's them recording Thug World Order. Some of it, they was recording it with songs I'd heard before. Some of it, they was recording it with songs I'd never heard before. And we only skimmed through 5 DVDs. He had like 35 of them that Tamika gave him. So I did that. Like I said, Kenny McLeod. So we took some pictures there. We took some pictures at Julio's. We was at the Crossroads Church. We was with Chill at the Bone 7 at the show. Out at the show, we meeting like Mike Smooth, who, Mike's been around since the Ruthless days, but, he worked on Heaven's Movie. He worked on Mo Thug 3. Out there with Sloan. Corrupt was there. I didn't get a chance to meet Corrupt. He was very approachable. It's just I was just busy as shit. But Corrupt was at the show because they filmed the music video. We watched Layzie film like at least 2, maybe 3 music videos. Like we was busy motherfuckers, bro.
So we did see these videos. I was thinking like, are they shooting all these videos like in the same day? So okay, I was correct. They were shooting the videos.
Yeah, they filmed part of God's Plan. They filmed part of the God's Plan video, and then they filmed the part of the video for the Corrupt and Layzie Bone, and I think Flesh and Bone song from Dash.
Yep. I seen that. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah,
I think that's the next single.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and this video, that's gonna be the nicest video so far. They had a really dope videographer. Manensky is in a motorcycle club. That whole motorcycle club pulled up. So they was doing cameos. Corrupt showed up. I don't think Flesh got filmed that day. Honestly, the rest of Bone showed up 20, maybe 30 minutes before they took stage.
Damn. That's hellified dope, man. Shout out. I'm glad you was able to capture that moment.
Yes, sir.
Take the mask off. And, yeah. And do your thing. Just one more thing. I know you cutting your hair, but so does that mean that you're no longer going to use the DJ skeleton, or what does this mean?
I'm still going to, because I'm genuine when I say that I'm very busy, and RC got to watch me cooking when we was live. The amount of shit that I'm doing on screen, I look ultra distracted.
Yeah,
you know,
you did say that. Yeah, you
said that. I don't sound distracted, so the guest is engaged. But like, if I look like I'm doing other shit and I'm clicking and I'm typing and my eyes are wandering and shit, I've kind of mastered continuing to sound engaged while things are frantically fucking happening, in the background. And so I'm a still, I'm still keep doing it the way I do it. Like, if it ain't broke, why fuck with it?
Right. No, cool. Like I said, glad you was able to capture that moment, because that was a hell of a moment. I was like, God dang, nobody's getting that moment back in history, man. It's
it was it was great. It was the hottest day of the year, the day of the Walk of Fame. Walk of Fame didn't count on that many people. I guess depending who it is, it's usually not that lit. People had been pulling up. The thing started at 11:30. People had been pulling up with chairs since 8 a.m, they said. And
that's what I'm talking about.
It was just like, you want to talk about, that many people, literally zero problems. Motherfuckers are flying Bone Thugs and Harmony flags, and everybody's got a speaker. Bone is playing everywhere. Motherfuckers are sharing stories like in the crowd and, showing off like pictures of their collection. And it was cool because there was levels of like meeting people, right down to, you got fans that are, more well-known than other people. And, it was real cool. I'll be right back. My other phone's blowing up.
All right. Nah, man. Shout out to Cecil on that, man. But we about to get back to this damn graph. I know that. Fighting Chat GPT. We're gonna run through this real quick. So let's go. It said let's start at down 71 getaway. Me, it's gonna piss y'all off, man, because I got Lay, Cray, and Bizzy. I do know, but hey, Cray went in on that. So did Layzie, man. So did Layzie. I'm not gonna let y'all sit there and like crap on Layzie, man. It's not gonna happen. Man.
Yeah, all their verses is good on that.
See that order though. I could see why it makes sense to go in that order. But Wish, let's not forget, Wish, for a dude that's not a rapper, when he shows off, he shows off.
He wasn't on that song, was he?
No, but he's just saying the fact that
he wasn't on that song.
He knows that. He's just saying because Wish ain't a rapper like that. Even K Chill said, Wish ain't no rapper.
Do I hear a car?
Yeah.
You know what time it is.
Yeah, it ain't me this time. It's gonna be me soon, but it ain't me this time.
Definitely ain't me.
He said, "Do I hear a car now?" Jason jerk. Well, okay.
My bad, guys. Go ahead.
Mr. Bill Collector. What did you guys order? Mine was Krayzie, Bizzy, Wish, then Layzie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that order.
Okay. I did Layzie and Krayzie.
The nigga try to run and get away with me. Yeah. Crazy Bone. That's all Crazy Bone.
Say that order again, Keith.
On Mr. Bill Collector, it was Mr. Bill Collector. It was Krayzie, Bizzy, Wish, then Layzie for me.
Krayzie, Layzie, Bizzy, then Wish.
No, Krayzie, Bizzy.
Crazy
no,
Bizzy.
He said. I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
He's saying his version.
I'm saying my version is Krayzie, Bizzy, or excuse me,
Wish.
My bad. Krayzie, Layzie, Bizzy, then Wish. He said the same thing I said. He just reversed Bizzy and Layzie.
That's the first time I've heard you say Bizzy, but after Layzie.
Well, on that song, that's what I'm saying. East 99 Eternal is kind of is real tricky.
It could go either way.
Bro,
They always dope.
They all was dope. So that's what I'm saying.
But Bizzy did have one lackluster verse out of that whole album. I remember I just listened to it like the other day, and the only one I felt like he lackluster doing was that murder, more murder, come again. Wish off top had the hardest.
I thought that was tight. I got him number 2 on that one. But
he could have ended it better though. Only thing I remember is fuck that nigga.
Hey, hold up. So now we have Bud Smokers only. Bud Smokers only. I have Wish, Bizzy, Layzie, then Krayzie.
Yeah. That's my order.
Yeah.
I know the chat they going.
Yeah, Wish came out. He came out swinging on that one.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, because it had to be under the dust of Cleveland. Got to smoke till it's all gone. Yeah.
Let's go trio. You know what I'm talking about? Let me give you the cowboy nod. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bud Smokers only. Yeah, Wish was talking on that one. That's another one. Like folks, Wish was talking on that one.
Trying to tell me stop me smoke. Look at your ass and say you a joke. Fuck that bitch. Yeah, that was it.
Fuck that bitch. That's my favorite part on that.
That's my favorite part.
When that bar came on, everybody made sure to emphasize.
Especially when you hit the weed, and don't let you have the weed when that part come on. Man, fuck that. Shit. I know I did it. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, fuck that bitch.
I ain't even have a girlfriend talking shit. Ain't no girlfriend smoke no weed.
Land of the Heartless. You see where I had to put Chat GPT. You try to put Wishbone on that mug. I said, what?
You know, I'm not even on the song.
With Layzie on that because then it's out there because nigga Weekend in the Land of the Heartless. Whoever had that, he came off hard on that.
My lineup was Layzie, Bizzy, then Krayzie.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna have to go with that order too. Layzie Bone did do his thing on that month.
I think Cray had the verse. I think Cray had the best verse on that.
I say Layzie, Crazy. I said Layzie, Krayzie, and Bizzy.
Okay.
Now I say Krayzie second.
With my city with me. Who was the nigga?
Layzie, Krayzie.
That nigga stuff. That nigga's plastic. I could turn you into sand. Don't follow me now. Roll down the
but Krayzie take first place on that too.
Yeah. Listen, a lot of these songs can go either way, man.
Yeah, he did. He did have the best verse on versus down 70. No. Whoever had the shotgun, bro. Nah, all those verses was dope, bro. I can't lie on that song right there. No, man. Yeah, they was all dope on
but
that.
See
one.
that's why that's a classic album because we're never gonna get another one.
Nah, exactly.
That order that they went in on down for 71, that's the order. That's my order. That first one, whoever was first, whoever was set, all them, that was perfect. That was a perfect ass.
It's a perfect song.
Bizzy, Layzie, Krayzie.
That exact order right there. You can't. Yeah, I ain't gonna flip it.
Shorts, no losses. I got Bizzy, Wish, Layzie, Krayzie, Flesh.
Ooh, that's a good
one.
Bizzy. I might have to say Layzie. No. Wish.
I said Layzie and Bizzy.
Taking a
you said Layzie and Bizzy on Shorts, no losses.
Yeah, to me.
Come down.
I just do the top two. You know, the rest is inconsequential.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I'm doing the same thing, looking in the air, trying to go.
Yeah, no, I think. Yeah, I mean, they all showed up on that.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I'm doing the same shit. Like, hold on, bro.
That's a tough.
They kind of all good on that one.
That's a tough one.
Come break them down. Taking no shots. I lost his mind.
Yeah.
Now, which might be number 2 on that for me.
Who's number 1?
For me, number 1 on Shorts and Losses. It was Bizzy, then Wish, Layzie, Krayzie, Flesh.
Mm-hmm.
What? Ain't taking no shots on the loss and tossing niggas left in the
I won't
topics
put
when they ran.
man.
His verse was kind of lackluster
I
on
will
that
put
one compared to Krayzie's.
Flesh gotta be third place
Yeah,
on
I was
that
gonna
one.
say he got to be third on that one because he
Okay.
was
Yeah.
yeah.
He did come off hard on there too, didn't he? Yeah, he did. With his whispering ass.
I wasn't really feeling that one. Not I wasn't feeling like it wasn't good. It was just, Bizzy killed it, and to me, like lyrically, Wish. I think Wish, even though he's the slower rapping one, I really felt like at this time on this album, he was just a lot more lyrical than them. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying more like, I can't say relevant because I wasn't killing nobody, but the shit that he was saying was so fucking gangster. It was like, God damn, you know what I mean?
But like they say, like he was still kicking in doors when these niggas was trying to, get this music shit on. So he had,
Hold up. Rick says, take that out. He says, take that cowboy hat off. You disrespecting Craig.
Facts. Get him, Rick. Get him.
He said you disrespecting Craig. Take that cowboy hat off, man.
But if I also may interject too, I think with taking those shorts and losses, I think like kind of like everyday thing. I think Wish just came in swinging. He came in with that. He came in a straight jacket on that one. And I would say even taking on short no losses. I think those two songs, like to me, like they was Wish was straight jacket on that one. I was like, okay, like straight jacket, aka CC.
Yeah.
So there's some moments in history if Wish put out a solo album and have like certain pockets of his career, if he can go to that point in time in his career, I think his solo album gonna be dope as fuck.
Okay.
I
99
just want to jump in real quick. I just jumped in because y'all was talking about no shorts, no losses, and I'm still in the middle of shaving, and I was like, oh, fuck, let me tell them this. I was at Kenny McLeod's. Have y'all ever heard that Space Hog the Boss song, Strictly for My Grind?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's been long, like, if you listen to the very, very end of that song, at the very end, for like 1 second, you can hear the no shorts, no losses beat.
That's right.
And it's always been like a theory has been that's the original no shorts, no losses. And
that's what I heard.
Okay, so let me tell you, I was at Kenny's. I'm a drop this on you right here before I even drop it on Beyond the Harmony tomorrow.
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Not only can I confirm that Strictly for My Grind is the original no shorts, no losses, 110%. But the beat, the Strictly for My Grind beat, isn't because Space got the vocals and decided to put them on a new beat. Kenny didn't like that beat, the no shorts, no losses beat, which he produced. And so he engineered the Strictly for My Grind beat over it and removed it. And the reason why you hear no shorts, no losses at the end isn't because it was headphone bleed like people think. At the very end of the song, which Space Hog cuts us off, and it's probably because it uses parts of the no shorts, no losses beat. Kenny does this.
Wait. Is it at the end or at the beginning?
People might hear it at the beginning, but it happens at the end 100% because at the end of the song, he does this beat juggle between Strictly for My Grind beat and No Shorts, No Losses beat. And then boom, breaks out in this 5-piece harmony. Yes, I said 5-piece because I also heard a Wishbone beat or a Wishbone verse on it. I don't know why they cut it out. The Wishbone verse went hard as fuck. And Kenny confirmed that Bizzy was doing all kinds of references tracks for Easy. He's like, yeah, that's not even the only one that he did. He did a bunch of reference tracks for Easy. So it was 100% the original No Shorts, No Losses. Then they took the beat. A lot of shit happened between Kenny and Ruthless and Unique. All this shit happened. So I don't know if maybe they just decided to record a new song or why they made a brand new song over that beat. But that 100% Strictly for My Grind was originally recorded over No Shorts, No Losses beat. And Kenny himself actually didn't like that beat. And that's how the Strictly for My Grind beat ended up happening. And then years later, they had the Black Hole. Kenny had brought it to Tamika. Tamika kind of didn't want to do anything with it. And so they said, fuck it. And they let Space do the chorus on it. And that's how Space Hog ends up doing the fucking chorus. And that's how we ended up with Strictly for My Grind. But 100%, I sat in the man's studio. And that was recorded also for Creeping on a Come Up. No Shorts, No Losses for Creeping on a Come Up. A bunch of shit that ended up on Eternal they did during the original like 15 songs that was recorded. Bud Smokers Only, that's not a Kenny song, but Bud Smokers Only was during Creeping on a Come Up. So a bunch of songs got done during Creeping that ended up on Eternal.
That's dope. That's real dope. Oh yeah,
that makes a lot of sense too.
So there's exclusive. There's some exclusive Is This Mic On shit before it even goes to Beyond the Harmony.
That's what's up. Dope. So you learning all this stuff. I don't even see how you containing all this stuff, bro. Man, as they're telling me this stuff, I'd have been losing my shit.
Well, bro, during the Kenny shit, during the Kenny McLeod Black Hole studio visit was the only time that I was like really cheesing hard, and I was like, yeah, bro. I look right at Kenny, right? I'm sitting a half a foot. Kenny had just finished picking up the guitar that he originally played Thuggish Ruggish Bone on, and he plays the Thuggish Ruggish boom, boom. He plays that shit right there, and from that moment on, I was like, bro, I want to be professional. I'm like, but you just gonna have to let me fan out a little bit, and you know.
Arcanola, shout out, man. That I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. When I see all that stuff happening for y'all and K Chill, I was like, damn, dude, these dudes.
I missed who just said Layzie don't remember Strictly for My Grind, but this is the thing, right? If you watched our interview, Layzie goes, he starts rapping his verse, and you can see he kind of remembered. He goes, but that ain't the original beat. But he didn't seem to remember the beat, and that's because the Strictly for My Grind beat got made after they recorded it over No Shorts, No Losses. So Lay probably never heard the Strictly for My Grind beat. He remembers recording it over No Shorts, No Losses, and he didn't remember what the song was. And I think it's because they did those Black Hole recordings, and the Black Hole recordings aren't what ended up getting used. A bunch of the beats did, but the recordings didn't. Like I heard not a totally different version of Thuggish Ruggish Bone, but it was a different recording. Like these were all pre-release recordings that I was hearing. So yeah, he remembered like the verse, but he was like, nah, that ain't the beat. But he couldn't remember the beat. Well, it's because the beat, the beat got done after. Have you heard Down 71, the Underground? Yeah. Even that, I should have asked Kenny if that was some Kenny shit, because it sounded like it, but it could have been unique. But you got to remember that anything that's got any like real instrumentation on it isn't unique, because Unique don't play no instruments. Tony C, Kenny McLeod. Kenny was telling us about a guy named Virgil that I've never heard anybody talk about. A guy named Virgil. I'm not saying they haven't. I might have just missed it. It's just I've never heard a name Virgil. But Kenny was like, yeah, at the Black Hole, it was me, Tony C, and Virgil. And we played all the fucking instruments. And Kenny's like, I was gone by Art of War, and they had Tony there. And he goes, and Tony plays like me. And I taught Tony a lot of shit, but Tony's an R&B guy. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, that makes a lot of sense, the change from Creepin' and Eternal to Art of War. If Tony was kind of like the head guy playing instruments, that is real R&B-ish, that album. So, yeah man, that... The Black Hole shit was the only time like I was really like cheesing and fanning hard, and I was just like, yeah. He's showing me the fucking the voice, the wah wah box, no surrender. He's showing me the exact one that they used during fucking verses and shit. I'm like, yeah, you just gonna have to let me be a fan right now, Kenny. And he was cool. That was one of the coolest motherfuckers I met on the trip.
You think about it though too. I think as you were saying, so I think at that, especially 95, that 2 year difference from 95 or 94, late 93, 94, 95, and in 2 years you have 97 Art of War. And I think as to your point, Unique doesn't really play instruments, so you can tell it was very rhythm heavy. Because Unique is kind of more on the drums and the percussive thing. So you think about it, it was definitely different in the sense of how musical how musical that can be, especially if you're playing guitar, if you're playing keys, you're
Yeah.
going up against rhythm, and then the rhythm is going up against air. As far as the sound and things like that, it's definitely different. So you can only imagine what Art of War would have sounded like if Kenny McLeod is still there, or even
Yeah,
DJ
and
Dre
like I said,
Ghost.
he was like, shout out to Tony. He's like, Tony was actually a Black Hole Studio guy, which I didn't even know that. And he's like, but he was an R&B guy, and I was like, oh, bro, this, the math is math, and Kenny, if y'all aren't on Kenny McLeod's YouTube, Kenny is like 64. He did a couple AI videos, right? His characters are not that great. Bizzy Bone does not look that good, but I would encourage everybody to go watch Kenny's AI videos, because he tells like the making a Thuggish Ruggish Bone, and all he said to me was, "Look, I'm not gonna get into it, but make sure you watch who was where, who was in what rooms, and who was doing what when we was making this music, and that'll tell you a lot about how these original songs got made." So if y'all ain't on Kenny McLeod's YouTube, you can search the Making a Thuggish Ruggish Bone, Kenny McLeod. It's an AI video, but the guy made it himself in his 60s. Shout out to him. It actually looks really good. Just some of the models. He even said, he's like, by the time I got to these guys, I was done with this shit. But if you pay attention for the context itself, and I always say, hey, this is just one guy's perspective, but his perspective is pretty large. Pay attention to, like I said, he said, pay attention to who's doing what and who's in what rooms, and you'll really learn a lot about those original songs that we made. So
Yeah,
I
that's very
just
true.
found him. I just found him. Hold on. Let me get this guy's handle. I'm gonna put this in the chat just so y'all can check him out.
Big props to Kenny McLeod, DJ Dre Ghost, Tony C. Those guys were definitely instrumental, and of course DJ Unique. Those guys were definitely very instrumental in making the Bone sound for what it is, and Rhythm D too. But
and they had like Disco Rick when they got up to like, when you got later on, when you got into like 97, 98, 99, like Disco Rick down in Miami and shit was really important.
Yeah, Disco Rick. He's another one. He doesn't get a lot of mention either. Somebody that's very important to that whole Bone sound. Yeah.
Right.
What beats did he do?
He did a lot.
I remember
Disco Rick did a lot on he did a lot on Mo Thug 2. But then I know he also did a lot with Krayzie Bone, and it wasn't all the beats. He did a lot of like, mixing and engineering and shit. So it's like everybody was kind of playing their part. It wasn't even all about the beats, which I think I've kind of soapboxed this before, but I'm like, hey, we were so fortunate during those times because it wasn't one dude making all the beats and engineering and everything. Like they had big teams of motherfuckers. It was like, hey, so-and-so make the beat. Y'all add this to the beat. This guy's going to record it. This guy's going to engineer it, send it off to Bobby Jones to fucking cut it down because, that's something Bobby said. Bobby's like, bro, they would turn in fucking 7-8 minute songs. There's 5 motherfuckers on a song. He's like, they turn it in 7-8 minute songs. He's like, the original Crossroads remix was long as hell. And he's like, and it was more full versed. And he's like, what we ended up doing was we got it and we ended up chopping up pieces of it and putting it together to try to make it more commercially viable. So we were really lucky that there were so many great engineers, producers, etc. from 94 up to like, 99, 2000, somewhere in there. Probably like 98, 99 was kind of the end of us having the big teams behind, the sound, and it became a little more singular, like per song.
Dope. So would you say that Bone, even though they wrote their lyrics and they recorded them, would you say that they didn't have did they have creative control over their material?
No.
Okay.
No, for sure not. I think that.
That's
I
what
mean,
it sounds like.
At Ruthless, I mean, I'm not saying that they didn't get like some sort of say in the end, but the big say in the end was definitely like, you know, Tamika. I'm sure they got some say. Like, I don't think it was kind of like, nah, fuck y'all, this is what we going with. But also they've said that things got changed. You heard Layzie say in our interview, like, people think that the Flesh Crossroads remix is a remix, and you know, Layzie was like, nah, he was there. They cut, you know, the label decided to cut Flesh all the way out. So that goes to tell you that there was kind of like a, hey, y'all can do it, but we get final say type of thing.
And they were contractually obligated to DJ Unique as far as producing albums for them.
Okay. That's why, because I did hear the version with Flesh on it, and I see that they cut him out. But and I guess because we've normalized the Crossroads we know today, and then hearing Flesh, it just makes it sound totally different, you know. So, yeah. And I wonder how that works out too. They kept cutting Flesh out of certain parts. I really don't know how does a person like Flesh stay in a group where they just keep, you know, label just keeps cutting you out of stuff.
I think a lot of that too, though, was Flesh was in the position that Bizzy's in now, which is like, you know, he was seeing different money every time he showed up on a song, right. You know, because he wasn't signed to Ruthless. So it was like every time Flesh and Bone appears on a song, the song costs more money because, you know, he's getting a feature appearance, I'm sure.
Right.
You know, plus he's probably still getting his piece of being on the song. But, you know, just like anybody, you get Lil Wayne on a song, Lil Wayne gets a feature appearance, you know, and because Stack wasn't there, I'm sure he was getting feature appearances. And then when he got over to Def Jam, you better believe that Def Jam wanted their Ruthless money and their Interscope money every time their artist showed up on a song. So I don't know if it was malicious per se. I think that when you're looking at, you know, we got to cut this song down, it's easy to cut the thing that's making the song cost more money. It is what I think. I could, you know, I don't know this to be facts, but definitely, you know, he gets, he must have been getting other money, you know?
Right. I guess that's the money that Bizzy Bone was saying when Flesh, he says Flesh was the first one to get money that y'all were talking about in the chat the other day. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to, so did you have any interaction with any other Bone member besides Lay?
Nah, the rest of Bone, like I said, they showed up right before the show. So we was in the walkway and shit like that. I think somebody might have, RC talked to Unique. So RC might have quickly said something, but they literally showed up when it was like showtime.
Okay.
Because Lay, I told Lay how I want to get Stack on the show, and Lay was like, "Oh, I'll introduce you and all this." But like I said, they showed up at go time, boys. Stepped out the vehicle, stepped into the fucking thing, and it was go time.
Yeah. Right. Okay, no, that's dope. So it definitely looks like, and from what you're saying, it definitely sounds like Layzie is on a different time than Bone right now. It definitely because it definitely looks like that.
Well, but he's always been the business. Like if you listen to our interview with him, he said, you know, I negotiated Krayzie solo deal, fucking Bizzy solo deal, the Mo Thugs deal, you know. So he, you know, he's always kind of been like the business guy, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, that's dope.
Yeah, he's always been on a different time when it comes to that. You know, always.
That's awesome. All right, so we're gonna get back to this graph real quick. See, so where a Wishbone's out here.
I was just stopping. I'm actually taking off. I got a fucking Ziggy Marley show tonight, so I'm gonna go smoke weed at that. But I just wanted to check in, and y'all have fun trying to make the case that Wishbone's the best fucking person on Eternal. Whack. I'm out.
Tell Ziggy we said what up. Ziggy Marley. I mess with Ziggy Marley. I like his music.
Okay, so we had no shorts, no losses, right? Y'all said flesh should have been higher. First of the month, I have Bizzy, Wish, Layzie, and Krayzie.
First of the month. Yeah, I mean, Wish came in. He came in talking on. Yes, he did. It's the first of the month. Got to grind to get mine in the hood. I claim that sling on it. They all was talking on that one.
They was
frying folk on that.
Bizzy was doing his thing on there too, though.
Bizzy he was. He definitely was. Yeah, I would say. I
can see where somebody wants to put Cray first too. I guess.
Yeah, I can see that too. But you can't knock what Wish and Bizzy was doing on that too, because like, you know, yeah, I know here in San Francisco they used to always play on the radio the version with Trey.
Who?
Trey. Well, on the course, remember the course they had the girls on there from Trey. Wake up, wake up, wake up! It's the first of the month.
Oh yeah. They did. Yeah. They sure the hell did. I remember that.
Mac Mill. That's what I got, bro.
I forgot about that version.
Yeah. Mac Mill. I would go with that too. Yeah.
It's the first.
Yeah. Wish.
Even though Wish ain't on this song, hold on. Low key says. Krayzie last on first of the month. Shaking my head. Someone cut Keith Wi-Fi off immediately. Nah, I can listen. Krayzie's verse, because he kicked it off, it can go first. I mean, you know what? That one's one of the hard ones. So if I go get my paper, I got all the songs that like are absolutely, it has a star by it when it's absolutely just too hard to pick. And you really have to. You're really just picking the order. Here he goes, man. Here he goes, man. Y'all be ready. Incoming some bullshit. Okay, y'all ready? Okay, Rick's internet's fucking up. Listen, that's what it is. Casino. Remember when you said you got that no bullshit meter that comes on?
Yeah. You got yours on today?
yeah. Rick trying to come on this show to cuss me out. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to do.
Now, I must say, what are you doing, lady? I must say, first of the month.
Man, cut Keith's mic off. Cut Keith's mic off. I've been waiting for Caesar to get off this damn live. Y'all put Krayzie Bone last one more time, it's gonna be a problem.
Now I gotta say, first of the month, which is the only one who came out the gate, verse wise came out the gate spitting some hard shit. If you really go back and listen to it, everybody, as their verses go through, they start getting better as the verse, you know, as they rhyme the verse.
Okay, now didn't Keith say that when Bone do songs, the best verses are first and last?
No, that's the truth. Now
Krayzie went first on first of the month. Why is he last on your list?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. This is what I would tell you. This is what I would tell you. Honestly, this is what I tell you. I knew somebody's gonna bring it up.
Now you gonna lie to us.
No, this is it. So back when I was younger and we discovered this, you know, we discovered that the first and the last one are the best verses. That's what I like. Now, it might be because when you listen to first of the month, you always hear Krayzie Bone's verse, and I'm just used to that verse. That's what I believe. That's what I truly believe. I'm used to his verse. And you know, when you're listening to songs, sometimes you don't get to the end of the song before you either turn the song off or the song goes away. Because I do know Krayzie Bone has a dope verse, bro. I do know that to be true, dog. But like I said, I just listened to this recently just to make sure I update it. So I might not have the same point of view that as I had back in the day. But one thing I know lyrically, Wishbone's, you know, he's on point. Hold on, let me Mac Mill says Krayzie can go last on many songs. So it ain't just me, Rick.
Nah, y'all finna stop this.
Now, let me
Y'all finna stop.
say this.
How's the most? Look, hold the hell up. How's the most consistent bone last on these verses? Oh, y'all bull. Y'all high on some shit that I ain't even smoking. Y'all high on some shit that I ain't even smoking.
They be hating. They be hating.
You ready to go? Hell nah.
I think they on that shit. I think they on that shit, Rip. I think they on that shit.
And Down 71 Krayzie had the best verse because he had the best storytelling. Layzie just had the best beat part or the breakdown in the guns.
True.
That's what I told Keith earlier today. I told him that.
Come on, man. Like, we got to be serious now. I get it. He going to be last on some song, but y'all not finna tell me the best Bone member is last on all these songs.
And they think the best Bone member is Bizzy, Rip.
Nah, that's just hype because girls don't want to fuck the nigga and everybody like it.
He's a lover boy.
But you can say that about Cray too, though. You can say that about Cray too.
Here's the thing, though.
Girls don't like
Okay. Put it like this.
Forget.
When Bone was out and nobody really heard Bone, who was on the map doing shit to keep Bone name alive? I don't give a fucking riding dirty, cause don't let y'all memories start getting foggy now.
No. So as an overall, we get it. Krayzie. Listen, I'm not taking nothing from Krayzie Bone. Listen, Krayzie Bone overall is the better Bone because of his grind and his hustle. Okay, we got that. I'm not taking that away from him. But I will tell you, if Layzie Bone come out with one more album like this, I'm telling you, Rick.
That's fine. That's fine because where Krazy's at in his life. But we talking about East 99. We talking about the thugged out Krayzie Bone. You not finna tell me that nigga is last on all these songs.
Oh man, yeah, Rick, that's what they're telling you.
Well, that's what the graph.
He blamed the graph. You hear him?
If you take Krayzie out, okay. So like I said, y'all want to do that then. Y'all talked about Resurrection when Krayzie wasn't that much on Resurrection. Which album is better than Art of War or Resurrection?
Cecil gonna say he's right. Cecil, you said it was Bizzy.
I'm gonna say Resurrection.
Cecil, you hear him over talking out.
The album is better than Art of War?
Yeah, I like Resurrection, man. Resurrection has a lot of good songs on there.
Resurrection is dope. Hold on, Rick. Hold on, Rick.
But better than Art of War?
Hold on, Rick.
No.
Let us get through East 99. Let us get through East 99.
I missed the argument. It sounds good. I want to know what's going on.
Hold on. We gonna get back into a Grim because we gonna let him finish clocking out. You know what I'm saying? He going postal right now. We get it.
Okay.
I knew this was gonna happen. When I made this graph and I seen where Krayzie Bone was at, I knew it was gonna be Rick.
Goddamn right. Shit.
Hold on.
What you mean?
I was just wondering what took you so damn long. I didn't know why. I was like, damn. I was thinking to myself, Rick's really taking this well. But hold on,
yeah. Bro. Like Caesar said, if you take Krayzie Bone out of Bone, come on, bro.
No, we got you, Rick. We not saying he trash.
Who's the consistent one doing your hooks for Bone then?
Hold on. We not saying he trash, Rick. Hold on.
So if y'all not saying he's trash, then what's the argument?
Hold on, bro. Listen, bro, we talking about the best verse for verse on East 99, bro. Hold on, Grim.
Oh, okay.
Stick with us. Damn, he already causing confusion. Okay, die. I have Krayzie Bone first,
Bizzy.
then Bizzy Bone.
I got Bizzy, then Krayzie.
I got Krayzie first. What you got, Rick?
Crazy.
I got Krayzie on that one.
We finna stop this crazy shit.
It's crazy.
And Krayzie got the best verse on Mo Murder.
Oh shit.
And Krayzie got the best verse on Mo Murder. Because he went after Death Row. So any other questions?
Y'all saying wait. Hold up. Y'all saying Bizzy? So you saying Bizzy wasn't cooking on that die?
Bizzy was cooking, but Krayzie had the best verse.
Hold on. Here go Hit King. What's up, bro?
Hey, what up? I was on my smoke break, man. I just wanted to hop up and say what's up to y'all, boy.
What's going on?
What's up? Yeah, man.
Working.
Yeah, we up here making a case for Wishbone. Let people know Wishbone ain't to be played with.
So, King, are you a Wishbone fan?
Wishbone, he definitely went in on East 99 though, but I still got to give it to Krayzie, man.
That's what's up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now let me ask y'all this. Now,
Here's the thing.
Rick up here cooking right now.
What are we talking about?
Here's one thing.
This is something we got to keep in mind, y'all, because I had this conversation earlier. When we're talking about this East 99 Eternal album, when it comes to Krayzie Bone, and I said the same thing. I already said I think Krayzie had pretty much. But look, we have to separate the fact that Krayzie Bone. We know that Krayzie Bone Structure did those hooks. We know that, but we're talking about verse for verse. And I think that a lot of this Krayzie Bone is pretty much because a lot of those hooks and shit was his. Like all of those songs and shit.
Okay. If we doing that, name a bad Krayzie Bone verse. Name a bad Krayzie Bone verse.
Listen, you can't name a bad Bone verse on East 99. Period.
No, you can't.
Dude, Flesh was 22 years old, y'all.
There's no bad
22 years old.
Period.
Listen, we in our 40s and ain't nobody cooking on a track like that.
Now hold on, if we're gonna do age, I mean, you got to understand they come from that era where at that age you had to be talented. All those rappers we grew up listening to were in their 20s. Ice Cube was in his early 20s writing NWA albums. That who can do that? That's good.
Listen, that's tight, but man, listen, when nobody dropping no damn East 99.
Y'all on die. Wish got one more verse that he got the best verse on, and that's shout to the double block. Y'all better not say Mo Murder. Oh, y'all really on some shit.
Hold on, Murder. Hey, Wish's verse was hard on Mo Murder.
It was on. I got a number one.
No, I gotta get Wish Mo Murder.
Can't get away from my shotgun. No, yeah, that's Wish.
Yeah, Wish
say from Cleveland, Pat nigga be bleeding. You don't want to fuck with Bone. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, Wish all day.
Crazy went after the whole Death Row camp. I'm not putting Krayzie. I'm not putting Wish over Krayzie.
Death Row.
But what about
he
did? Bizzy verse was hard too, though.
Yeah, Bizzy verse was hard, but who went after Death Row?
Listen, I understand.
Who stood on business and went after Death Row? Not no subliminals. He said niggas from Death Row. He said it. So who stood on business?
Caesar said these songs are not real without Krayzie. Now, listen, that is true. We know he's the most important. I get it.
But listen, we have to, and Keith, hold on. Listen, these comments that I'm hearing. They're all factual, but listen, I'm only saying this if we really want to like do a deep dive in on the verses, we have to separate the fact that Krayzie Bone did most of those hooks, and that's hard to do because we already know it. It's a fact.
No, facts. Listen, it is hard to separate. It is hard to separate just the verses and what Krayzie contributes. I agree. We got something on that too because we gotta make the case on hooks, and Krayzie Bone is one of them. So listen, that's why we have to separate Krayzie's verses from his hooks. Because I think we got him. I forgot me and Rick has him. I forgot who he's talking about. We got him going against somebody. I can't remember.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about Krayzie. Krayzie.
Oh yeah, Krayzie versus T-Pain on the hooks. Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I mean, but even I would say in a group setting, I think Krayzie and Method Man, they were very important to those particular parts, like those courses. Like when it came to Cash Rules Everything Around Me, Cream Get the Money. Like I know that part more than I know Raekwon's verse. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things. Like he was a good hook. Like they're good hook men for that. Like You Ain't Bone. Like Krayzie didn't even need to rap on that part. Like it was perfect for him to just do that part. Let Layzie and let Bizzy just do their thing and just put it down. Krayzie was just important to do the choruses more or less than his verses, if you ask me.
No, facts. Okay, hold on.
I just can't believe Keith wrote a cowboy hat looking like Krayzie Bone and got him last on all these songs.
You know what you did. You know what I mean? Well, listen,
that's what we need to put up for Keith right now. You know what you did.
You know. Look, okay, we at number 16, Mo Murder. I got Wish, Bizzy, Krayzie, Layzie, and it could go any way. Like I said. The way they were rapping, you could mix this whole list around, and it still ain't gonna be wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest with you. This album was just that good. Period. Yeah. It was just that good of an album. Mm-hmm. You know. So Rick, I know you got Krayzie first on Mo Murder.
Yep.
So where you got Bizzy at though? We know where you got.
I go Krayzie, Wish, Bizzy, then Layzie.
That's understandable. All right. Hit King still on here.
And I only go like what Bizzy did a lot on East 99. What people don't notice, he did a lot of that laid back, and then he'll get aggressive. Like he that's what he was doing on that. Like, but a lot of Bizzy verses on there, they were more laid back.
Hold on. Okay, look, we see Cecil already caught it. Cecil caught it. Look. Shots to the double Glock. I got Wish, Flesh, Krayzie, Layzie, and then Chat GPT as Bizzy. Like I told y'all don't know how many times I made this graph fighting with Chat GPT, and I still had to correct it because it kept. I even have a point system I made too, but Chat GPT couldn't get the points right. Let's check this out. I got a whole point system and everything made, but Chat GPT just kept messing it up. You see what I'm saying? It just
Bizzy's nowhere on that shots to the double Glock.
Yeah, it just kept messing up. So at a certain point, I just gave up and said, "Look, I'm gonna run with this, man." You know, it just kept throwing Bizzy. It put like Flesh in certain songs, so I just had to say, "Forget it, man. I don't know how to get Chat GPT working, you know, as accurate as I want it, but I'm still thankful for it." Hey, Hit King.
What's up?
How do you have shots to the double Glock? I have Wish, Flesh, Krayzie, Layzie, and Chat GPT as Bizzy.
Shot to the double Glock. Damn, that's tough, man. I might have to go with Wish with that one too.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, I wish he's better than what everybody gives him credit for, man.
Sure is.
All right.
Yeah, I might have to go with Wish with that one.
Yeah,
that's a tough one though. It's a toss up.
Cecil Carter said Bizzy isn't even on shots to the double Glock, you nerds. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Bizzy number one, then Wish, then Cray. As she says, y'all wishing on a star. And I think Wish get a lot of flack because he hasn't dropped that solo album. He dropped
That's
a solo
exactly
album.
why he gets flack.
I think we having a different conversation, bro. I'm trying to tell you the revisionist history that people would do if Wish drops a gangster solo album. I'm trying to tell you, bro, this wouldn't sound so crazy.
Yo,
I got a feeling when he do that solo album will surprise a lot of people. Yeah. I think it's probably gonna be the most gangster solo album out of all of them.
I'm about to say this because I'm about to go back on mute. Now Keith made a point. The best verses are first and last, which is something I learned too back in the day. Now, can we agree that 9 times out of 10, Wish, I'm talking about after East 99, Wish and Krayzie basically are the ones who's opening and closing the songs majority of the times. So
Wish is always closing.
Yeah. So if we saying the best verses are first and last, and he's usually closing out the songs, why is he not considered one of the lead men of Bone? Why is this even a topic?
Are you talking about Wish?
Yeah. Why Wish even, like the first and last verses are the best ones. We know that. If anybody didn't know that, that's basically usually how it goes. So why are we even not giving Wish his just dues? For a guy that's not a rapper, usually
I don't think that was the reason that he was actually going last. I think it was the reason was to get the rest of Bones first, to get everybody to keep their attention, just in case if Wish come lackluster at the end. You know what I'm saying? You listen to the whole song pretty much. Because to be honest, Wish have ruined some songs. And like if he didn't go last.
Hold on, Hit King. Let me get this super chat. Cecil West with a $25 super chat. Shout out.
Shout out, Cecil.
Thank you.
He said, shout out to Is This Mic On? Is This Mic On? It's all love. What y'all doing is great. Thanks for a great platform. We all get to have fun on. Oh, shout out, man. We
Yes,
appreciate you,
shout
bro,
out.
showing up, bro, and giving out valuable information, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. See, Cecil's like half and half Beyond Harmony and Is This Mike on podcast because he comes through dropping bombs every time, y'all. I ain't on front, man.
You show love for sure.
Yeah. But Cecil says, what's the point of trying to push the propaganda that Wish is the best? It's Wish don't really get his props, and a lot of times, this is my thing. If somebody else would be saying the things that Wish said and came out with a solo album, people would not give Wish as much flack as they do, because that dude is lyrically dropping bombs. He might not be the fastest rapper, because his is not really fast rap. He kind of flips it a little bit. He ain't really like a super fast rapper, but like lyrically, he says some of the most gangster shit on there. He's kind of like the Styles P of the group. Styles P is not the most lyrical to me, he's like the third worst lyricist in the Locks, but to me, he's the best one. I probably have. Whoa. We ain't gonna keep doing this about Mobb Deep. We're not gonna keep doing this.
I'm just saying.
We're not gonna keep doing this, bro. So that's what is. He says some of the most gangster stuff, and when K Chill says Wish ain't no rapper, like Wish a real gangster, that just further for me. It furthers like it all makes sense, you know.
The last verse, double Glock killed everybody. Who? No, on double Glock.
I thought Wish killed that. Bro.
I thought Wish killed it too.
East 99 verse rankings.
Yes, sir.
Show Moss. What's happening with you, Moss?
Mainly, we're mainly targeting Wish.
Moss says, "I see a lot of wishes." Yeah, he says, "I see a lot of Wish on first verse, best." I can't even get it out, bro. You can tell he about to go in. He's about to go in. Wish earns the trophy for the most anticipated artist to be on any Bone track. No. It's just the wish slander has to stop, bro. It just has to stop, man. This has to come to an end. This is just this is right here is just a reminder, aka a wake-up call to everybody who the hell Wish is, man. Y'all gotta stop. Now listen.
Wishbone is the gangster of the clique.
For real.
Like I said, every group got a wishbone. So, you know.
No, Jay, we ain't gonna say shit. See, that's like you say, no, hell no. Jay saying that shit
like I told y'all, Keith, we are ranking him amongst his brothers. So it's not like we ranking him amongst trash rappers.
Man, but you're not about to say everybody got a wishbone. It's like saying every group got a whack ass rapper. Hell to the no. We not just
you said whack. I said a wishbone.
Bone is one of the rare crews that all 5 members can spit. There's no weak link in Bone.
You got my back. Cray started it and Wish finished it. It's a dope love song. Wish is hella underrated for sure. Man, if 3/4 of your moms made dinner all the time, and then the 4th one decided to make dinner, then if she wasn't the best, she would be the most anticipated. Oh shit. Grim's mom's making dinner. She's so stupid. What the fuck? Where the hell that come from? Oh shit. Wish is Seek Luch. Hey, Riz,
Seek Luch. Yeah. Hey. Riz said it, not me.
Oh, hey, but listen. I got some. Listen, Sheik Luch used to be one of them ones too. Money, power, respect.
They pretty much play the same role, bro. They just all about the group, but they don't get their cards because they don't have solo projects.
Y'all want to know the similarities or what coincidence or whatever they have in common? It's when they got married and start having kids, bro. They basically kind of put the mic down, bro, a little bit. The pen and pad. Sheik Luch, once he got married and had kids, that's why he wasn't as tight no more. You know what I'm saying? He stopped rapping as much as Jada and the Styles. It's kind of similar to Wish. You could tell when somebody stops writing.
Man,
That's like when Jay kept writing. When Jay kept writing and I stopped writing, you could tell. My rhymes were a lot slower. They weren't as lyrical. You know, I was focused on getting married. I ain't gonna front. It happened like
that. I gotta head back up, fellas, man. I just want to say salute. Just hop on here real quick.
Thank you, man. Thank you for chiming in with us.
No, ain't no thing. I will leave it with this though. Wish he deserves his props for East 99 for sure. But I think Krayzie just set the pace for real on that album, and everybody just kept up. Nobody needs to beat after that. I'll leave it off with that.
And that's the thing too. I agree with you on that. That's the thing
right,
too.
y'all.
Yes, sir. When you got a guy like Krayzie making the songs or making the hooks or whatever he claimed that he did on East 99, that does take away from your verses. It does take away from your verses because you're worrying about the whole song and not just your verse. But I understand a lot of rappers who just do verses, they don't really understand that. But when you're worried about more than just your verse, it takes away from your verse. You know, that's the truth. So usually the person who structures the song, a lot of times they're not gonna have the best verse. You know what I'm saying? When all you have to do is just do your shit, yeah, that shit's easy. And it shows. The last verse is the most remembered, I think, because the beat drop. It was a guy named 101 who was in Graveyard Shift before Gates joined, and he said the beat drop is cause he would rap off beat, laughing my ass off. That the beat drop does play remember me, you and Grim, we used to always like getting to it because there were certain drops in the beat. Because a lot of times when we was rapping, we would do already mixed down beats and we wouldn't have the stems for the beat. So when the producer would put the beat drop, it wasn't like I'm going first, I'm going last. It was like, I want
going over that drop.
Yeah.
Because you gonna have that one part where it stick out. Like we had to tell our producer the same thing. Like, hey, bro, you might want to go in there and do a couple beat drops. And he did it one day by accident, and that's when we got turned on to it.
That's how you mess up a beat, though, because now everybody wants the beat to drop in a certain part of the verse. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, drop the beat right here, and I would just be like, you know what I'm saying? Really get it. Hey man, and I and was it Mo Murder or was it Shots to the Double Glock where it just reminded me that Layzie Bone even said Mo Murder to you bone clones. If that would have stayed in my mind, I might have a different look on this whole situation. Because if y'all don't know, when it comes to Bone, when they talk about bone clones, those are the songs like Look Into My Eyes. Those are songs that I don't like because I feel like they talking about me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you can take yourself out of there, man. You a fan first.
Right. Trio says, I'm an artist, and I had the thought of getting a Wishbone and a Pastor Troy on a hard track all together. Now that'd be dope. I think that'd be dope. That's hard.
Hey, now, we being honest about Wish. And I know low key not gonna want to hear this, but on all shit and road nights, Wish is killing this shit.
Yeah,
nah, facts.
It's always been talking Nelly taking the Wishbone style and doing something with it. I've heard this.
It ain't just talks, baby. It ain't just talks, bro. That's facts.
Yeah, Beyond the Harmony says, I will say this: Nelly is one of the biggest artists of the 2000s, hands down, and it sounds like he stole the whole style from Wishbone. That's what everybody says.
Yes, everybody.
And Chingy confirmed it though, because Chingy said when Nelly first came out, he was rapping like Bone.
Wish spit 16 bars on a freestyle Rock the Bells edition.
But see, I don't think a lot of people got to understand this. If you was bought up, you heard I say bought up instead of brought up. If you was bought up in the Midwest, Southern region, bro, that was your style of rapping.
Yeah, that was your
I can't just credit it Bone. It's like once Bone came out, anybody who rap fast, we was on it. Gangsta Pack, 666 Mafia, Crucial Conflict. I don't give a damn where you was from. You rap fast, we was on it, and we wasn't heard, dog. And and we took you in. So to me, it just Bone maybe Twister too. Bone maybe came out with one of being the fastest group coming out or whatnot. But bro, once that shit broke out, bro, throughout the Midwest, I don't care who you was. As long as you was rapping fast, you always was gonna be told, "Oh nigga, you snapping." I don't know what you said, nigga, but you snapping.
Like Jay, like I don't credit Bone for the fast rapping. I credit Bone for the fast rapping in the melodic flows, adding the singing to it. Nobody was doing
the
that.
harmonization.
Nobody was doing that. Everybody was rapping fast. Jay-Z was rapping fast in '88. Like everybody was rapping fast, but they added a piece to it that nobody else was doing, and they were singing and harmonizing. That's where you give Bone they card at.
Mr. Rotten says Wish killed it on Krayzie's Gemini album.
Yep,
for sure. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Mr. Rotten be having some scary ass pictures. I know that.
Cause I ain't even gonna lie. Even the Dirty Boys, that's another group. They got kind of like that. When the Dirty Boy drop at it hit the flow, you've hit the flow. Hey, them dudes go hard too with that little melodic rapping fast stuff too. I said once they did it, bro, and everybody, as long as you was good, your album was getting sold.
That's why I compare me and J to Dirty Boys.
That's where I get mad at when people don't want to give Bone their card. Like, not the fast rap, the singing and rapping. Like,
singing and rapping.
You got to remember in the '90s when you wanted somebody to sing, you ain't got an R&B feature.
Yep.
Bone came out and broke all that shit, bro. They didn't need no R&B singer to sing on their hooks. They was singing on their hooks.
But you know what's kind of crazy because they tell the story. Eazy-E's the one who actually had them do that, so they wasn't even thinking about doing it. It was Easy, and then put that harmonized shit in there. Put that harmonized.
They heard that ghetto. He heard that ghetto wine with them singing.
Yep.
And he was like, "Y'all need to do more singing than rapping. Like y'all need to blend it." Like
Beyond the Harmony says, sure. Lots of people were doing that style, but Nelly sounds like Wish, not Bone. He sounds like Wish. That's facts. Yeah, he does.
Is that because they all only do that? Yeah, now long gone, no.
And if you didn't know no better and you didn't know Bone, if you were to go listen to that Bone and Mariah Carey song, not Breakdown, but A Little Love that came out Strength and Loyalty, and you heard Wish verse, you would be like, damn, he sound like Nelly. But bro,
Yo, low key says Rick, keep talking crazy today about Krayzie because of that Wu-Tang and Mobb Deep conversation we had yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's you right, low key. That's why we getting so much hate with Krayzie Bone today. I forgot we dealing with a New Yorker.
Yeah, I remember what you're dealing with.
Listen, I'm from Texas right now. You know what I'm saying?
Remember what was that commercial? What was that El Paso commercial? Made in New York City. Get the
room. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, man. Jumped in that chat and I seen all kind of New York disrespect going on in there, bro. That was wild, bro.
But Keith, it's not that I don't. Like I said, bro, it's not that I don't like New York. It's just that for you to get love from New York, bro, you gotta have a cosign. Like they would not give you no type. Bro, I was in jail with a dude from New York, and he was a rapper. He was like, bro, I had to leave New York to rap. Like. Them boys, like I had to leave New York to rap. This is coming from a person that was from New York. I was like, dang. Like, yeah, bro, they don't like nobody.
Man, he must have been, he must have been telling though. You know what I'm saying? New York ain't that damn bad. He was telling.
When I heard Fabulous say, like, when Fabulous was like, well, because of the comments Lil Wayne made. Lil Wayne said, nah, he don't like New York because New York be tripping, they don't be showing love. Woo, woo. Fabulous backed him up like, bro, he ain't lying. New York is a tough crowd.
No, it is. It is. Like that, as they said, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Kentucky boys, though.
Shout out. You know what I'm saying? They love your boys.
Yeah, they love some Kentucky boys.
Danny says, I don't know how true it is, but one of the Mo Thug members about 10 years ago said Krayzie Bone wrote a lot of Bone's lyrics early on. I wouldn't doubt that. Yo.
That's like he came up with that new style, that Unified style. Like when he'll write a verse and Bizzy will write a verse, but then each member will recite a line from the verse. So it's believable.
Right. Vet, what up? Vet says that's why Krayzie Bone said he wasn't flattered when people was taking their style for sure. Keith got the hat like crazy. Yeah. Hey, matter of fact,
dressing like Cray, disrespecting Cray like that though, bro.
Hey, was it Kane with him? Was it Kane dressed up as a cowboy too?
Nah, it was the other Keith.
Oh, Keith, it was the bum. Yeah, the bum. Yeah, Keith.
So they be on that. They he doing that ghetto cowboys with the Netflix and all that. So
yeah, it's crazy big badass bone. You did. But listen, I made my case for Wishbone, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you agree. Put in the comments if you agree. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, look, go listen to the album again now that you're even more of an adult and your ears have matured. Listen to it. Go in the comments and let's see.
Still gonna have that same nostalgia. I know I did.
Yeah. We got Keith Jackson over here. Yeah, you dig? But hey, we appreciate everybody for tapping in. Look, yes, Beyond the Harmony. They're coming on tomorrow, 8:00. Cecil said, y'all check it up. They're doing a house cleaning segment. They're gonna be talking about the whole trip. They probably got pictures and everything. Who knows, man? I'm anxious to see it. Even though I seen a lot of pictures anyway, you know, I was still over there being nosy. You know?
Me too.
What up? You know?
What up?
Hey, like Rick said, everybody hit that like button, please. Like, follow, subscribe, man. We got more content coming Saturday, 8:00. We doing Make the Case. Who made the best choruses?
Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg versus Zero. Nate Dogg versus Zero.
You know who got that one?
Nate Dogg, who made the best chorus? And we're gonna do a challenge. It's gonna be a tournament. And then after that, it's gonna be T-Pain versus Krayzie Bone. Right?
Come on.
Krayzie Bone don't get the credit for doing his hooks.
Never. That's how you know you're the best. Got a lot of haters.
No, facts. And look, listen. And then we who else we got in there? We got Drake in there. We got Missy Elliott in there.
Mm-hmm.
We got Akon in there. Jazzy Faye. Did I say T-Pain? But listen, T-Pain, Pharrell. We got some people in there that do these hooks, man. Y'all, let's see who wins the tournament, man. I ain't gonna lie. Krayzie gonna kick a lot of ass, man. Krayzie gonna kick a lot of ass because if he's primarily responsible for these Bone Thug courses,
he either my money would out ass or get his ass kicked.
My money would be on Krayzie Bone. Nate Dogg too, man. Hey, we appreciate that, Dave.
What up?
Hey, you like Bone Thugs? Like and subscribe, man.
Krayzie got it locked down.
Like and subscribe, and then go over to Beyond the Harmony. Like and subscribe, man. Okay, Moss says Nate Dogg the greatest all time.
Tell him, Moss. You know what it is.
Too short-lived, man. Too short-lived.
Hands down.
Nate Dogg.
Rick says, Coke watching that camera.
Yeah, Coke watching that damn camera. He ready to go, ain't he? Let's hurry and get up out here.
He talking about for watching the house cameras.
Oh.
No. I was handling some business. Man.
Some Nate Dogg fans outside that damn door. Don't sleep on Zero, Jay. I ain't sleeping on Zero, but I'm well awoke.
Tell him, Rick.
I'm well awoke on Nate Dogg, though.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. I would normally put my money on Krayzie Bone, being all his accomplishments and how much he sold. But you know, in this conversation, who sold more? Missy Elliott. She's responsible for putting a lot of plaques on a lot of people's walls, and she's been doing this for a very young age. Writing, producing.
That's kind of a handicap match because it's easy to write songs for, you know what I mean?
It is
for different artists. You know what I mean?
She is a ghostwriter too. She does her own thing, but she is a ghostwriter. It is kind of a, you know. So, and then again, we also got Pharrell too. Pharrell in there too. You know, we just doing king of the hooks, man. And we're gonna give some knowledge to Krayzie Bone on that too, because people be sleeping on Krayzie Bone when it comes to them hooks. You know,
even if you do, because one day I'm gonna get down to do a comparison with Dre and Unique. You know what I'm saying? Dre sold what he sold with all type of different artists. Unique sold what he did with just Bone. So who really the best? But that's another podcast for another time.
facts. Danny, I think Danny is saying Krayzie, and T-Pain don't belong in the same sentence.
That's right.
I kind of agree with you. I know where you're going with that. I kind of agree with you. You know what I'm saying? But the a person that's not a Bone fan, they would think I guarantee you they would think that T-Pain washes Krayzie easy. I guarantee you. But yeah,
different
Danny
generation and T-Pain with the auto tune. That's Robert Troutman. That's not even a T-Pain thing.
Right. So Moss has Nate Dogg over 0 all day, every day. Any day, every day, all day. So okay, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna do this Saturday, man. So y'all lock in, tap in, like, subscribe, man. We appreciate everybody showing up, showing out, and for being respectful, man. Because look, the whole time we've been podcasting, everybody been straight respectful. We ain't never had no like crazy troll where it was like, oh, I'm banning you or something. No, bro. So hey, appreciate it, y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, fellas.
Help me, please.